Today's episode of ContinueCast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at audibletrial.com/continueshow. Over 100,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, and MP3 player. Today we're recommending Snow Crash by Neil Stephenson. Be sure to get your free audiobook at audibletrial.com/continueshow.
This is ContinueCast.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of the ContinueCast, the twice-monthly podcast where we play a retro video game and say if we would continue or game over. My name is Paul.
My name is Nick.
My name is Josh.
And we have a very special guest with us today.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Oh, Slim Shady, that you, boy?
Mike Sador! Nope.
No, you can do it.
It's Luke.
It's me, Mike Sador.
We got Luke Brown back in the house
That's
with
right.
us.
LB.
Back in the flesh, not on voxophone.
Continue Army represent. Yeah, for real, we got that incarnate Luke Brown. I
Yeah,
love
dude.
it. In the flesh.
Got that Lutece science.
Yeah, man. we didn't have to port you in through the internets this time. It's nice.
Although it sounded good.
It did sound
It
good.
worked
Yeah.
out well.
Yeah,
I was very clear.
You were.
You were the
It was
clearest. Probably.
Someone, I don't remember who it was, but a commenter I think on YouTube was like, "This is the loudest Luke has ever been on the podcast."
It's got that,
That's true.
silky
Where do you
voice.
live, bro?
What's your name?
So, if you're not familiar with our show, we treat this as a bit of a book club for games. Now, typically what we have done is we have done 2 episodes a month. First episode was our first impressions. Second episode was our final verdict. We're flipping the script. Changing the rules.
What?
Because we can do whatever we want.
Because this is our show.
So deal with it.
So deal with it.
Say that one more time.
We can
'Cause
do
this-
whatever we want.
Oh, he wants... Did you want me to say my
Both
thing
of
too?
Yeah, you go now.
Because this is our show.
Right.
All right. We do what Luke says on this show.
Luke's in charge. Don't hit me.
No, I just like hearing that.
Yeah, right, right,
nice.
right.
Yeah.
It feels good. It's
Yes.
empowering.
Yeah.
Reaffirmation.
So, we're changing it up because we thought about it, and while we liked doing the 2 episodes, some games are better for 2 episodes. Some games could take more than 2 episodes. Some games only need 1 episode. We're thinking, why don't we change this up a little bit, and at the end of every episode, we decide, we give our verdict, continue or game over. Roundtable, continue or game over, discuss, how we felt about it, make the verdict. Continues take it, the game goes on to the next week. If the game overs take it, the game ends for that week. If it's a tie, we have to have a deliberation and decide if we are continuing or game overing that
Okay.
game. So,
That's
a
'cause
game...
there's 4 of us, and
No,
you
there's-
can't divide
Yeah.
Wait.
unevenly.
Wait a second. Paul, are you changing this?
We're changing. There's change occurring right now.
What?
Obama promised change.
And
It's
hope.
going to happen.
And Paul's
hope.
delivering.
Paul is delivering on Obama's promise. Eat that, Republicans.
I don't like when we get political on these things, guys. Come on.
Come on.
I wasn't taking sides. I was just saying he promised
I'm
something.
game over, and so next week we can talk about politics.
Oh my God.
So,
dude,
yeah.
Can you imagine that podcast?
That would be awful.
But here's the cool thing. So, a game could potentially go on in perpetuity.
That's crazy.
It could go on forever, Chip.
What?
If we wanted it to, we could go on forever. We'll play WoW next week, and then it'll just go on forever.
Oh my.
No, man, I beat that game. No big deal. I beat it and then I stopped playing.
Yeah.
That's how you beat it.
Yeah, that's how you beat it.
You got
that's how
the-
you win.
You know how you win drugs? Don't ever start.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Don't start
Exactly.
drugs.
War
Just
on
don't do
drugs
heroin.
over.
Yeah. War on
Yeah.
drugs over. Don't do them.
Yeah.
Just don't do
Just
heroin.
say no. Don't do heroin. It'll kill you.
Cocaine, probably not, too. And meth.
But
Some-
wait,
a little
but
bit.
wait. Some good things did come from heroin.
Yeah?
Right.
Like Tylenol?
Like Cool Runnings and
yeah.
Little
Oh.
Giants.
Oh, my
Wow.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
Found out. Cool Runnings and Little Giants, too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's an NFL franchise.
it is.
Wow.
That's associated. Those movies were written by a man addicted to heroin at the time of writing.
There are like high functioning heroin addicts.
That's a good.
There are like directors.
Those are
that have
competent
done-
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's like it's,
Wait, is
that's
Little
what he said
Giants-
too. He was like, "Look, heroin for me,
Mm-hmm.
it gave me structure.
Right.
That's crazy.
That's how crazy that is.
Do you think he
That's nuts.
not dipped out like while he was writing, and then came back and was like, "Oh, John Candy says this." Getting political again here, guys. John Candy says this now,
Yeah.
and he just would just nod again, and then come back and be like, "Sanka kisses the egg," and then
You had to see the movie, guys.
Yeah.
You had to see the movie.
One for the rhythm. We'll do it. It's punchline time.
that's where he got the cadence for that that chant.
He did one for the rhythm,
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
two for the rhyme.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I can't believe that. 'Cause
dude! What if Cool Runnings is secretly code name for Let's Go Do Heroin?
Is that like a
man.
street name for
Let's
it?
go
Probably.
Cool Runnings on this shit.
That's what it felt like to him.
Could be.
That's what it felt like to him when it ran through his veins. It's cool runnings, man.
Cool
Good
runnings.
runnings.
Dude, wow,
shit.
Paul just won.
Mhm.
All right, game over.
So next week we're watching Cool Runnings and Little Giants.
And I think we're going to continue that forever.
Dude. Week after that, Ladybugs.
We
Yeah.
do. We
No,
watched that recently.
wait, he's not listed as a writer for Little Giants.
That's
It's 'cause
because
he's on
he
heroin.
did like the script polishes for that, and he did like the script polish for Shrek
Okay.
Oh,
and
really?
stuff like that.
Oh,
What's
that's
his name?
interesting.
I
He's
don't
like a
know.
I
script
forget
doctor.
his name.
Guys,
at
I'm
the
big-
time, yeah.
I'm going to become a script doctor. Give it to a heroin addict.
Dude, just heroin.
Yep. And then he's gonna write a screenplay called Two Princes.
right.
Holy shit, Janusz Kaminski, famous cinematographer, shot Little Giants.
Really? Was that his first
Holy
movie?
shit.
As cinematographer?
No.
Dude fucking shot Schindler's List. He went from
Yeah.
fucking
Was that before
Little
Little
Giants
Giants?
to fucking Schindler's List.
Let's not forget, Little Giants
It's a great movie.
is partially made with El Spielbergo.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
he produced it? It was like a
Oh.
Amblin or whatever. Little ambient entertainment.
Ambient entertainment.
Ambient.
That's where it's at.
We should take Ambien and do the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, who can stay awake the
And
longest?
see how long it takes. We should take like 6
Dude.
Ambien.
That's a great idea. Yo, write
I
that
will-
down in the show
That
notebook.
sounds like Radio Gold right there.
Dude,
I
that
will win.
That's a new version of Continue called Continue. Just called that. We forgot to fall asleep.
Conellipsis.
Continues. Continues. Dude, right? See how long we can play this game and not fall
Oh my
asleep.
god.
That's
Oh,
fantastic.
no, I've got a
Dude,
pretty high
yo,
tolerance.
That's a
Put
good.
it in.
That's a good live stream.
Yeah. Oh
Is
my
it?
God.
I don't know. if
Is
it
it-
Full life.
Is
Is
it
that-
because then you forget to turn the cameras
Yeah.
off and you're just
And just
sleeping?
sleeping on it.
Everyone's asleep in front of this
Wow.
live stream.
Wow, Twitch, tune in.
Well, then it becomes like
The
an art.
Fartcast.
It becomes like an art project. Yeah, the sleep
It's a
fartcast.
performance
Sleep
art.
podcast.
Yeah, it's a performance art.
Yeah, it becomes like a.
How
don't know.
comfortable are you sleeping in front of your fans in public?
Yeah, exactly.
God.
Yeah,
I don't even like sleeping next to a person.
it's like some Andy Warhol shit right there.
Yeah,
You know.
it is.
Yeah, it is, dude.
How long will they watch the Sleep and Continue cast for?
Forever.
So how long would you watch it for?
Never. I wouldn't even.
I wouldn't
tune
even
in.
watch it.
I think in film school, my teacher was asking us if we wanted to watch that Andy Warhol thing, and
It's
I
like
was
24 hours,
like,
right?
I was like, no.
It's
He
like
was
18, I
he wanted to
think,
watch
isn't
like pieces of it, and I was like, no. What the fuck are we gonna watch this for?
Right.
yeah.
You know, we watched some weird shit in film school.
It's not something you like actually watch. It's just he did it. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he did that thing one time. Remember? That was cool.
That's
Yeah.
all you need to know
Next.
about it. You don't need
Yeah.
to see
Yeah.
it.
So this month, speaking of sleeping,
Speaking of,
abrupt segues.
Snorlax.
Dude.
Snorlax is a Pokemon who sleeps, and we're playing Pokemon Yellow.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So we got into this because we were talking about what game we wanted to play next when we talked about Bioshock Infinite. And we were like, we're jumping to a new game. People are going to be sad that we're playing a new game and not doing retro. So we thought, what's like one of the most popular
Yeah.
retro titles? And the Pokemon's games.
Apparently, Yellow not that popular.
No,
with people.
actually,
No.
I thought it was the most popular. It isn't.
No, it's
Yo,
not.
people got mad hate for it.
For Yellow?
I don't know. Everybody was like, "Why don't you play fucking blue or red?"
It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
It's
I
the
have
same
no
game.
idea.
It's
I
just a
don't
little
really know.
different. There's a little
What is the difference?
differences.
I don't.
In the
my-
beginning is different.
Just a heads up for this podcast. My Pokemon knowledge very minimal.
Yeah, what's the table's Pokemon knowledge
I am
like?
very well versed in the original Pokemon.
Okay.
Blue
Like, I
and
watch
So
the cartoon every once in a while, but
Blue,
that's it.
Blue and
I never
Red
played
and the
games.
cartoon I watched.
You're well versed in Yellow then, because Yellow is we'll talk about it. It's a marketing tie-in for
Yes.
the show,
Okay.
basically.
Right.
Okay.
So you're not well versed in Pokemon?
No,
right?
the versing of my knowledge in Pokemon is my wife plays it.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, dude,
right.
your wife was blowing you
Yeah,
up
you're
today.
getting
Mhm.
nailed,
Oh,
man.
the other day, yeah, I was fine.
the
That
other
was
day
fun.
and today,
What? Oh, which? Oh, she did blow me up a little bit today,
because you thought not.
which won't be today on when you listen to this.
Today
It will have
recording.
been a
They'll
few
figure it out.
4
days
days
ago.
ago. 4 or 5
Looper.
days ago.
Let them do the math.
I'll figure it out.
Oh, Looper Brown, he's back.
Looper Brown.
Well, you thought Nidoran was a cat. Which
How the fuck did you just say that?
I thought it was
Nidoran?
No, it's Nidoran.
Is it Nidoran?
Nidoran.
Bitch, I watch the show. They say words on the show.
Is Nidoran even a big Pokemon?
No.
Isn't he even a
Nobody
well-known
gives a
Pokemon?
fuck about
No.
it.
I don't know.
All right, look, and in fairness, and this is jumping ahead slightly, but everything looks like a fucking cat because it's all blocky bullshit on a Game Boy.
Right.
You
Even
know,
the cat.
since-
She's like, it's got a horn on its head. How'd you think it looks like a cat? I'm like, where's there a horn?
Yeah, because that other one looks like a fox with a big tail.
Eevee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
big tail fox.
Yeah.
E.
It looks like more of a fox.
It is a fox.
It
Oh,
kind
okay.
of is.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
a
it's a
cat
fox Pokemon. Okay.
It's like a Tanuki.
It is.
Okay, I see.
If you guys know, Tanukis have big tails.
I see.
And balls.
I see.
They legitimately have very large balls.
I
Very
did not
large
know that.
testicles,
Where
yes.
did you learn that knowledge, Paul?
YouTube
From-
comment section
from
of
the
one of our
internet.
videos.
Actually, Tanukis have big balls. Guys.
Actually, that vagina's balls, guys.
Actually-
did you know that? Actually, you didn't know that. But yeah, so this is going to be interesting because I watch the show every once in a while because it was on when I would get
Did
home
you watch
from
the
like
movie?
high school.
I saw the movie in the movie theater
What?
with a small child who wasn't mine.
That's really creepy.
You stole them.
It wasn't creepy, trust me.
Wait, I lied. My Pokemon knowledge comes from an old video we did together,
Mm-hmm.
a Pokemon Intervention.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's right.
right.
That's how much I know about Pokemon.
You were being Pokemon intervented.
I was.
Well, you're a good actor.
Which was funny because I was the person at the
Addicted.
time of that we worked with who knew the least
Right.
about what we were doing.
You played a good Poke
played it
addict.
well.
Yeah, you did good.
I thought you were addicted.
Yeah.
I was definitely a dick.
The only thing I know from Pokemon movie is that video of the like, no, bitch, that's Raichu.
Oh, the Snorlax.
Oh, you
Snorlax,
can't pull 10 Pokemon.
Like
Yeah.
a Snorlax.
We're like,
That's a
what?
great
It's a Chinese myth dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
all
Chinese
I
myth
know. That's
dragon,
all I
yeah.
know from that movie.
That's the best internet on the internet.
That was
best
some-
video on the internet.
Yeah.
That's some grade A internet.
Mwah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Jerk off and kiss the
Prime
air.
internet.
There it is.
There it is. So yeah, we are playing yellow, and the reason I almost hit Command Q and quit out of our recording
We
program.
would have probably punched you in
Yeah.
the fucking head.
That would have been bad.
Would have been fine. We would have fixed it. So we're playing Pokemon Yellow. Let's do the vital stats of this game.
Word.
Stats.
You gonna do it? Go ahead.
You're gonna do it.
No,
You're gonna do it.
Oh, you leaned in. So
I did.
Okay.
I got excited about it because I was gonna do the callback for it, like it's a radio show, and I'm like, yeah.
Right.
Beep boop. Beep boop.
Vital stats.
What kind of EKG is that?
It's one for a game that's got your pulse not racing.
So vital stats released in the U.S. Well, let's start from where it started. In Japan on September 28th, 1998.
Okay.
Never forget.
Never forget. Released in the U.S. October 19th, 1999.
Okay.
And in the EU on June 16th, 2000. So this was released right at the point in my life where I was just getting old enough not to care about games like this.
Yeah.
Where I was like, I probably shouldn't play Pokemon because I need to be in high school.
Right.
Do high school things with your friends.
But it only took me 2 or 3 years of being in high school to go, oh, I can play Pokemon now.
Right.
Yeah.
Because then I just started playing Pokemon again.
Well, high school is like a 4-year period where you're like, the things I like to do, I don't want to tell people that I like to do them.
Exactly.
And then once you're done high school, you're just like, oh, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Nobody cares. Awesome. Cool.
Yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
was
do
the prime. 1999 was the prime year where I was like, oh, I shouldn't do things that I like.
Oh,
to do.
man, I never tried to be cool in high school.
No?
I was just always like a loser.
I just was cool.
So
Straight up
I
cool.
had no problem. I was in band, so you don't
I
really
was-
like.
I was prom king, so
like, whatever.
It didn't matter.
I've ruled this school.
That wasn't until your 4th year.
No, but like
that prom king attitude starts 3 years early.
yeah.
Here's how you could be so cool. Josh was prom king, but he also took a small child to see Pokemon in the movie theater.
I did.
So
With a girl I didn't want to have sex with.
What?
That's how nice I was nicer then than I am now.
So
now
what
I'm
you're
taking your
saying
kid to
is
see Pokemon. We're having sex.
that's what I was gonna say. Is that you didn't want to have sex with the girl.
right. I wanted to see Pokemon.
You wanted to get some brownie points with the young child.
Right.
You wanted to have sex with
that's what
somebody.
That's what it was.
Josh grew out of a pederast. He
Yeah,
grew
right.
past that.
You
Era.
got to get the young kid prom king vote.
Right. That's important. That's
They,
important.
they vote in that shit.
Yeah, their votes are weighted too.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got double votes.
You know how many people were pregnant in high school? Dude,
Yeah.
it's a prime demographic.
You can vote twice. If you're pregnant in high school, you can vote twice
You
for
vote
prom
twice.
king.
Yeah,
That's right.
dude.
That baby counts as 3/5 of a vote.
That's
Right.
That's smart. That's smart. Not, dude. That's election planning right there, dude. That's great.
That's brilliant, Luke.
It
That's
is a
brilliant.
Luke, you're
gerrymandering.
great on the newsroom.
So this game was made by Game Freak, best known for Pokemon.
What a dumb name.
Basically all they make.
Basically all they did, but here's a couple titles. There's some that I didn't know called Pulseman, Smart Ball, Jewel Dozer, Harmonite.
Dildozer?
Harmonite just came out.
Just came out, and apparently it's good. And apparently all those other games are also really good. Pulseman is apparently really good. Jewel Dozer was a good.
You're trying to say Pokemon isn't good?
They all sound
Apparently.
like the dumbest names ever.
I know. They
Like
sound
from a company that has the dumbest name ever to making games that are the dumbest ever.
They sound like third party or not third party. They sound like generic
Yeah.
games that like you'd be like but apparently they're actually good.
Can you
sound
imagine-
like a company that was created in the 90s?
Right.
Can you imagine-
Game Freak.
Yeah, right. Can you imagine being in a movie and it's just like, Movie Lover presents
Right. Well, here's the thing.
Amistad.
I'll get into that. They also made Mendel Palace.
I love that game. We have played it never.
Yeah, we're-
Nelson Mandela's
Nelson
Palace.
Mandela's Pizza. And then they made Yoshi in Japan, which is in the United States called Yoshi's Cookie,
Yoshi's Cookie.
which is
Okay.
a great game.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
good game.
That's a really good game. But they also made Pokemon, and you got to think, you make Pokemon, you're pretty much going to make
You're good.
Pokemon for the rest of your life.
You're good, man.
You know?
Yeah.
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 You get that Pokemon fuck you money.
Exactly,
dude.
man.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
You just keep going. So you get the main guy on that team. His name is Satoshi Tajiri.
Okay.
He started a magazine called
the fuck is a magazine?
called Game Freak. He started a magazine called
Okay.
Game Freak,
Oh my god.
which became
the company.
the company.
Okay.
That
that's
story
why-
was the best story ever told on this podcast.
Okay, I
I know.
see. That's where
But
that
that's
comes
why
from.
that's
That's why
why
it's called
it's
that.
Movie Lover.
I gotcha.
Yeah, because they were just Game Freak.
Entertainment Weekly presents
Right, right.
Schindler's List.
But then he went on to create
You
Pokemon.
love Steven Spielberg movies.
Dude, we were talking about Janusz Kaminski, man. I'm on fucking Spielberg. You guys are gonna leave. I'm gonna go watch Schindler's List.
Oh my god.
Electronic Gaming Monthly named Tajiri one of the 10 most influential people in the modern video game market.
Okay.
What issue was that?
I don't fucking know. You always call me out on the EGM shit,
No, I just
man.
want to know if it
Fucking
was like
source your
if it
notes,
was
man.
like from like this year or
I
if
did
it
not-
was like.
No, it was. I don't know. I checked it on Wikipedia. I did not do legit research.
I
on
didn't mean
this.
to put you on blast. I thought I just want to know if it was from like the 2000s
Right,
era or
right,
like the modern
right.
like because they're still making Pokemon and they're still pretty popular. So
I know. I just think it's funny that there was another time where I brought up EGM and you legit called me out on it. Then
What issue?
How Long Beat was down when I went to research this. So I looked online, and it seems like the general consensus is this is about a 24-hour game if you like power through
To
it.
play, yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
But
shit.
it can
It's
also,
like 60 to 80 hours.
It can also
probably.
Yeah.
never end.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking
because there's
Christ.
hundreds. Well, no, there's
150.
150.
150 at that time.
Yeah.
151 if you glitch it.
Now-
He's right.
Now
He's right.
there's what like 300 something.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, there's
Really?
like 600. There's like 650, I think.
Is it
Yeah.
that many?
Christ.
Yeah, there's like a ton. I never got past this. This is as far as I got.
Are there even that many like real
Real
animals like in the world?
No, there are not.
Okay,
There
I
are not
just wanted to
650
check.
species of animals.
Not
Like
any-
how many
not
dogs and cats
anymore.
are out there?
Pandas are done soon, so.
Oh
But see,
man.
the thing they have in this game going for them that they can make 650 is they were just like, well, just take a part of a cat, put it with a bear.
That's
Right,
exactly
right.
Cup Air, it's a Pokemon now.
I think
Yeah.
one of them, one of the new ones is like a cactus with like a grasshopper attached to it. Or
Yeah,
something.
yep.
And it's
God.
just it's fucking crazy.
You guys are gonna have to like school me on Pokemon stuff because I'm gonna have a
Yeah,
lot. I'm gonna have a lot of questions.
That's Cacapus that he
I
just
don't,
said.
I don't think you're
Cacopus.
gonna have to worry at
All
all
right.
about being schooled
Okay.
on Pokemon,
All right.
considering where this podcast is going to be posted.
I actually, yeah, right. I actually played a lot, not a lot of Pokemon, but
Okay.
I played. Let me think.
I just have a lot of questions about the settings and stuff when we get to that.
Oh,
stuff.
Oh,
Okay,
there's
yeah, yeah.
I looked that up because I realized that I'd played quite a few Pokemons, but I realized that the worlds were all different. And I was like, what is this? They all take place in different regions, and there's like actually like different islands, and there's a whole series of
like
islands,
Japan.
like Japan.
Okay, so each game is like a different nation almost.
Sort of.
Think of it like a different state.
Yeah.
Or like a
Or
different,
like one would take place in like North America.
Okay.
Another one
Yeah.
takes like the new one coming out has some European areas. One is like a fake Paris.
Okay.
Right.
I think it's like a throwback to like when Japan was like separated by actual walls and
Okay.
Right.
castles and shit.
I
like
gotcha.
feudal Japan. I
So
think that's
it's
what
like
they're going for.
they're all from the same world, right?
Yeah,
it's all the
same,
Yeah,
same.
yeah,
same,
it's the same
okay.
world,
Yeah.
just different parts of that
I see.
world.
It's
And
definitely
they-
not our world, right?
I don't know. You walking around catching monsters and balls?
No, I just mean like there's not like
No, it's not
in
like
some,
Japan. There's
it's
not like-
in the fucking future.
No,
that's
no,
where
no,
there-
no.
this
Well, it
takes
could
place.
be. It could be
Who knows?
like like Hunger Games-ish, where they rename the country Pan Am.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's what I mean. Yeah. Okay.
Could be.
Yeah, you never
Some
know.
good fanfic out there.
Yeah.
Give it a chance.
Yeah, that'd be
Chance.
interesting.
Don't hate. Don't
Give it a
hate.
chance. So I myself played. I forget which one I had. I think I had blue.
Yeah.
I actually played blue,
Okay.
and then I didn't play yellow, like I said, because I was getting too old for it. I didn't play gold or silver. I got back into it with fire red or leaf green. I think I got leaf green. is
So
when
what
I got
are
back
the
into it.
differences between? I mean, obviously they're different games, but like what's like red, blue, and yellow?
Well,
Like
there's
they all came
different-
around the same time, right? Like what's
Yeah.
the difference?
There's
between
different.
them?
Like they always release 2 games at the same time.
Are they two different games?
Same game,
Same game.
different Pokemon on each, so you have to trade
Are
with
you
your friends.
fucking kidding
So
me?
that
Really?
they can sell more games. So what they would do is either get some people to buy 2 games, or like families would have multiple copies.
Ugh.
And-
For the most part, though, like they all have the same core
Yeah.
Pokemon.
There's like 120 Pokemon in there, like 125. I don't know the exact number.
And if you
but
want to catch them all, you
Uh-huh.
have to
you
team
have-
up with your friend.
or
Right.
yeah, your friend
Or
you have
buy
to find a
another
friend who
one.
has it. Yeah, which it made sense.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
your friends would likely have it. Now yellow has all the Pokemons in it.
Okay, that's nice.
It doesn't
But-
have a few. It doesn't have I call them the bad Pokemons.
Uh-huh.
The ones that the bad guys use in the
So
show.
like the snake and the
snake and
gas guy.
That guy, they're not in it.
That's his
and,
name, gas guy.
Coughing.
Yeah,
GASGI.
Gas
guy.
That's actually better than coughing.
Right.
Yeah.
With a K.
With a K.
I think it'd be GASGI. Gesky.
Oh.
Gesky.
Yeah.
Gesky.
And like Spiro, which is like the bad.
I have a Spearow.
No, I have
engine.
Spiro.
You have a Spiro? There's
Yeah, I have a
Spiro?
Spiro.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
Spiro.
I read
I
that
fought
it
one-
wasn't. I could
I
be.
fought one like 2 seconds into the game.
Yeah.
You're a liar.
Well, so what they did, but the thing with Red and Blue came out and they were quite popular. But then the TV show was getting quite popular in America.
Okay.
And they went, oh shit, we didn't brand these games with all the stuff from like Pikachu, who's super popular in the show. Why don't we just make another game that is, before we put out Gold and Silver, which were the 2 follow-ups to Blue and Red,
Okay.
we'll just put out the exact same game, but we'll brand it with all the anime stuff. They
Okay.
put all the anime characters
Right.
into it,
Gotcha.
and they just rebranded it so they could sell another game. And it was basically just a marketing effort.
Okay, so same exact game as Red Blue, just
It's just a marketing
Pikachu.
thing.
You get
Yeah.
in the beginning of Red and Blue. You go to Professor Oak, and he says, "Pick one of these Pokemon," and you get the choice between Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander.
okay.
And
Right.
it's grass, water, fire.
Gotcha.
It's like every RPG ever.
Right.
And then you pick one of them depending on what you like or what you think you're gonna like or whatever.
Okay.
But in this one,
You pick the
it's-
one that's cutest.
right. You pick
So-
them up. So
In
Charmander.
this one, you don't. You just get
Yeah.
Pikachu.
Yeah.
Because that was a conversation I had. She was like getting mad at me.
right.
She was
Ah.
like, "What was your starter?" And I was like,
You get Pikachu.
"You get Pikachu." She was like, "No, but what one did you pick?" I was like, "You get Pikachu."
Yeah.
That's what they pick it for you.
Like, because that's what happens in the show.
Right.
He goes
He
and
goes-
Professor Oak's like, "I don't have any more Pokemon, you idiot."
I know
He, like-
Gary steals it.
That's Gary steals it. Yes.
Douche.
He steals the one that you're supposed to get,
Right.
Right.
and Gary was
Eevee.
supposed to get Pikachu.
Right.
And
No.
then-
Yeah.
And
Or-
Eevee's
get
really
Pikachu.
cool, actually, because Eevee can evolve into 4 different Pokemons.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
You give him a certain kind of stone, and he picks the element. He adapts.
Oh, I see.
Eevee's actually really cool.
Okay, that's cool.
and
uh,
adorable.
And adorable. But the thing that in the Red and Blue is you pick it, and then your rival picks the opposite Pokemon of you,
Oh, 'cause he's
so
a
that
dick.
he can hurt you more. So I think he always picks the one that's best against
Yeah,
you,
he
right?
picks. Yeah, he picks. If you pick Charmander, he picks Squirtle.
Yeah.
Right, because
so
they
we-
work on like a rock, scissor, paper
Yeah.
kind of
Okay.
thing.
I don't know if you've noticed that when you're fighting,
Yeah.
some things are super effective and some are not effective.
Gotcha.
There's like 16 different types or something like
Jesus
that.
fucking Christ.
So let me see what the types are. I forget.
It's Ghost, Ground, Regular, which is like the rat is a regular.
Yeah, well, there's normal. Yeah,
Electric.
there's normal.
Fire, water, grass.
Firewater, Poison.
Okay.
Don't look at me,
I
bro.
don't know.
There's 15 types.
Okay.
my
Poison,
God.
psychic, bug, rock,
Psychic.
dragon, dark, steel, flying, ground, fighting, ice, electric, grass, water, fire, normal. So they all have.
They all
How
have
is
a,
dragon a type?
Dragon is a type.
they all have
you
like
can't
a
use, like,
Fire, earth, grass, dragon. What
Fighter.
one am I gonna
Well,
pick?
they picked steel. They picked one element too. They're like, steel.
Steel's not an
Yeah,
element.
it still not an element.
Oh, I guess it's iron. Well, yeah,
Iron
it's
and
iron,
carbon.
Iron
Yeah,
and
steel.
carbon. Whatever, fuck you. Okay, then they picked the man byproduct. They picked the man byproduct. Then
They picked the Age of Man. Great job.
they picked an age of man. Shut up, I hate you.
Wait, is that a thing?
What
of
issue
Steel Age?
EGM
Yeah,
was
Steel
that
Age
in?
is a thing, right?
Yeah,
What's
like
that?
what
industrial.
issue EGM was that in?
yeah, right.
Wait, so each of those has an opposite thing?
No, some of them, like flying, is only flying because you can
They
use
fly.
it to fly later.
Oh,
You
okay.
can teleport, basically.
Yeah.
You're teleporting to a different
Gotcha.
city.
Oh, flying isn't teleporting. It's actually motion through the atmosphere. So,
Wow. You just got fucking schooled.
Thanks for tuning in to the Butthurt Cast.
Butthurt Wednesday.
no, but no.
too much
meter.
butthurt. Too much butthurt.
No, it's more like a
It's gonna get-
it's more like a
higher,
radiation
yeah.
thing. It's like
Fucking Geiger counter.
yeah, it's a Geiger counter. Well, flying is it has a move set, but it's
Okay.
also some things like water people can use surf,
Gotcha.
like water Pokemon can use. So
Oh, you
certain
get the
moves,
grass cut thing.
Yeah, it's grass.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
grass move. So like certain people get certain moves, certain types get certain moves.
Gotcha.
I keep having this problem because I hadn't played a Pokemon game in like maybe 4 or 5 years, and I keep having this. Just at the beginning, I kept having this moment while I was using my flying Pokemon, and I kept putting it out, and my brain was going to magic, and I was like, "Ha! Won't be able to touch me.
Dude,
I'm flying."
I thought the same
and then,
thing.
And then it hits me, and I'm like, "Oh shit! I forgot."
Dude, that's so funny. I
Damn
thought the same exact thing.
I
I was
swear.
like, can't reach me because I'm flying. You know, it's like, oh, I guess that doesn't matter for Pokemon that shoot lasers. I guess.
It's not like Final Fantasy style.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no float or
Yeah.
it's
Oh my
there. You're
God.
still getting hurt.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's all these types, and but yeah, so like with the thing about the delineation of the colors,
Right.
the idea is to get each other to trade them, and you trade them just to show them to each other sometimes, or to trade like other ones that you can't
To
get
complete your Pokédex.
to complete your Pokédex.
If
Okay.
you trade and then trade it back, it'll give you it'll count as you had it.
as you
Oh,
have.
So
I
your
see,
Pokédex
okay.
will be full. But also you wanted to I remember in study hall fighting people on
Right.
the Game Boy using the fucking cable, which is
Yep.
like fucking archaic technology
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
They don't you'd like walk by a little kid now and you like get its fucking social security number on your Game Boy. And like back then you had to like actually have like it was like a big ass cable,
Yeah.
like honking
Yeah.
fucking power cable.
Oh, when you go to that cable club in the
Yeah,
Pokemon
that's what that
thingy.
is.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what that is.
I gotcha.
Yeah, so that's how you would go and trade and fight
Okay.
and do all that stuff. And now it's all wireless and stuff
Okay.
like that. And you can do internets fights
What?
now.
That's crazy.
which is crazy.
Yeah, I remember when I found out that you were going to be able to do that. I was like, "Fucking kidding me? Like, I can just Pokemons around the world now."
Yeah, man, you can fight actual Pokemon masters.
Yeah, you
Because
can.
in Japan, this is real.
This is real. Yeah.
This is fucking real.
Oh, it's funny. It's funny.
believe
I had someone who wrote in. I'll go down to their
hey, I'm a
thing.
Pokemon master out of Japan. And,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Just want to give you a heads up. First time, long time. Luke Continue Army forever.
Danny Saya wrote in and said the gameplay seems bare bones compared to other RPGs, which it does because you only have 4 moves per Pokemon at a time.
Dude, yeah, we'll talk about
And
that.
and you only have a set amount of moves,
Right.
and it's only 1 versus 1. But he talks about how because of that simplicity, it actually creates a very complex battle system that's got a competitive scene that still exists now. There's actually
Really?
it's a very competitive.
Yeah, the
fighting.
idea is to have 6 Pokemon that have all the things you need.
Right.
Okay.
Matthew Swinson wrote in about that, and he says, "This was the first game where I was introduced to the notion of playing wrong." And I thought that was interesting because, I mean, like, most games, yeah, you can fight your way through it and brunt your way through it, and you can with this game. But he's like, there was a set team of Pokemon that were right and the strongest, and if you don't use them, you were dumb. Charizard, Pidgeot, Raichu, Staryu, and Alakazam, and Dugtrio were the right team. The problem was I was always attracted to the poison types as they tend to be the most interesting. And I know what he says because, like, there's Pokemon that I like I like Kabuto or whatever.
Yeah.
The, like Scythe.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Scyther. I like Scyther.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that Kabuto becomes Scyther, right? Or no? Is that
That's
different?
the fossil you get.
Yeah.
How you
And then
doing,
you
Nick?
evolve
I'm
it.
great.
I think that was red. You had red then.
Did I have red?
Because I think Scyther was on red.
Oh,
I could be.
okay.
If I'm wrong, I will fucking hear about it.
Yes, you will.
So I hope Scyther was on red, so I don't have to hang myself next week.
With your fucking cable.
Yeah, with my power cable for the fucking Game Boy.
But I was always intrigued by like certain like I was like, oh, that's a cool looking dude. I want to
Yeah.
use him. But then like there are ones that there's just bad Pokemon. They put bad
kind of
Pokemon.
weak.
Yeah,
though.
but how would you know that? at
Unless
the
you
time?
play against other people.
Well, no, but I mean, like, I mean, I guess when it came
Prime
out,
of God,
like,
bro.
that was like the culture. But like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm going into this with like Pokemon horse blinders on,
Right.
so I don't know. And like, you know,
ponytail blinders?
everybody's always trying to tell me they're like, oh my god, you got to use this one, you got to use this thing, and I'm like, no, I'm playing this.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
this is the first time anyone's ever played it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're playing it.
It's hard.
If you're playing it straight up like that, you're gonna be fine. Because all you do is you just find a Pokemon that beats the gym that you're
just
at. You level,
attack.
you level the fuck out of that one, and then you just go, okay, now the next one. You just do that again, over and over again, until you have your team. Then when you get to the Elite Four, like they have their teams, and you have to kind of like tailor it to beat those guys.
Yeah.
The last boss, so to speak, is really tough because you have to beat all four at once, right? In
You
one
have
string.
to. I forget what it is. Yeah, it's been a long time. I think you have to.
I think you do.
You don't get a break. I don't think.
Yeah.
So you have to. So you have to basically be like level 90 up plus.
Huh.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
they're all different types, so you have to have like a really well balanced team and have all different types
Okay.
of moves and stuff like that because you have to be able to get you have to get super effective. Like if you're not doing that shit, you're not doing it right.
Okay.
Like if you're not hitting with type versus type, you're
The game
screwed.
kind of helps you though at the end because like once you get the legendary Pokemon like that's it. Like
Yeah, that's,
you
like, the best
just win.
Pokemon.
You
Okay.
win the game.
So you beat the
Who's-
ultimate
and
weapon.
so the-
and
Who's
you're good.
legendary? Like Mewtwo? Is that a legendary thing?
No,
yeah,
actually.
Mewtwo.
Is he Mewtwo?
Mewtwo is like if you have Mewtwo, you're gonna kill some fucking things.
Yeah.
like
All right.
Articuno, which is the ice.
Yeah, and I forget what
Bird.
the other one.
Zappos, which
Yeah,
is a shoe company
yeah,
that I think is an electric bird also.
Oh yeah,
Zapdos
I
or
remember
whatever.
seeing that
Zapdos,
bird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, and the cool thing was
Blue Eyes Luck Dragon.
Yeah.
whatever.
right,
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah, that's it.
Lexus Dragon.
Green
What if
Asian girls.
they just rebranded this so that it was all just like
That's what catch
Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh!
No,
shit.
but they put like real like food stuffs in it. Like Charizard was like char grilled like Whopper instead or something
Fucking
like
Chipotle.
Yeah,
Go Chipotle. Yeah, that'd be good. Wait, can Pokemon be more than one type? Like,
Yes.
can I get a fucking water electric Pokemon?
Yeah, but you can't like make them. There are ones that are dual type though. Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. There's some, and I think it's gotten more intense as the number of Pokemon has gone up.
Oh yeah, it was a big. I think I wrote about this the other day. It's like a big deal. They announced like this haunted ghost sword is going to be in it. It's like
Uh-huh.
the
was it like
internet's
Ghost
going to
Steel.
crush me if I get it wrong, but I think it's like the first time ever Ghost Steel has been like
thing.
a thing.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Because like that's because isn't fighting good against Ghost?
I don't.
No,
remember.
that doesn't make any sense. You can't punch ghosts.
You can't punch.
You
Ghost.
can't punch ghosts.
No, ghosts. Ghosts are good against everything.
I would think.
Water,
Except
ghosts,
psychic,
Maybe yeah, psychic or maybe like electricity, like Ghostbuster stuff.
Yeah,
maybe.
Ooh,
yeah,
but that's like
electricity.
nuclear.
No,
yeah, yeah. Do they
Ghost-
have nuclear Pokemon?
Ghost is weak against Ghost
Okay.
and weak against Dark.
Vacuums.
What's
and
dark?
vacuums.
What's the dark? What's dark?
Vacuums. That's good.
I don't remember Dark.
What's dark? I don't
Dark
know.
is Ghost.
Dark's
Dark is Ghost.
double ghost.
Double
Oh,
Ghost.
two ghosts.
Actually,
Two ghosts.
Actually,
Like
Darker ghost.
50% transparency, zero.
Yeah, almost opaque.
but yeah, like, but fighting's not good against Steel, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
No.
'cause
I know.
I never
metal's
used
really
the fighting.
hard.
I never used fighting.
Yo,
I
is
never
electric really good against steel? Because that makes sense.
did.
What
I
is
don't know.
Metapod good against?
Metapod is great against
Harden.
another Metapod.
No, electric is bad against. Is not anything against Steel. It's normal. But so anyway, you're doing all this stuff with types, and with like he's saying the legendary Pokemon, you have to make decisions at times.
Okay.
And pick a Pokemon, and then you can't get that other one in the game when you make the decision, right? I think that's more in the newer games they do
You
that.
can't go back. Like if you have, when you get an Eevee, which you eventually get an Eevee,
Yeah.
you get one of each stone, like some along the way,
Like a
And
moon-
you have to
yeah, I
make-
got the Moonstone.
you gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's for
Clefairy.
Clefairy.
Oh, okay.
And that,
Spoilers.
It's
Sorry, bro.
It's the dumbest Pokemon there is.
Clefairy?
It's dumb.
It's actually pretty good.
It's stupid.
She's the egg
It just puts everything
right?
to sleep.
Yeah. It's,
No,
You fought a
that's
couple.
Jigglypuff.
No, Clefairy does it too. Though,
Oh, okay.
I
I
think.
think they both do.
Yeah.
Jigglypuff has the microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This game is retarded.
But we know all of it, all about
I
it.
can't wait to get into how retarded this game is.
But
I have
okay,
so many questions about the world.
Okay.
right, yeah. So you get into this thing where there's parts where you can't get certain ones in the game, and there's also times where you choose and you have to like coordinate that with your friends and be
Okay.
like, I'm going to choose this one, you choose this one.
Oh, I got
And if your
you.
friend
Yeah.
accidentally picks like Voltarion instead of Vaporeon,
Right.
and you did it too, then you don't become his friend anymore. You're not friends.
Yeah, you're
anymore.
done being friends.
Ugh,
That's like friend contract stuff.
Mhm.
that's friend ender.
Friend
Yeah.
ender.
Friend wars
Yeah,
Friend wars.
begin.
it's true, man.
Begun the
Hatfields and
friend wars.
Hatfields and McCoys, man.
started.
Start over Pokemon.
One of
Red
them
versus
picked the
blue.
wrong-
Yep.
One is red, one is blue, man.
Yeah, man. Kentucky Pokemon League fucking fucked it up. Are they from Kentucky? I don't know.
I don't know where that
No,
happened.
I'm
I'm
not
not
sure.
sure.
Arkansas, I think it is. Look it
But
up.
but anyway, so there's all the so while the game may seem simplistic at first, it's like insanely deep, and it's only gotten deeper because they've added like breeding to it. There's this
Yeah.
crazy shit where you can breed Pokemon and you can breed them so that they're better,
Mhm.
and like there's like this legit like DNA type sub numbers that you can't even see.
Huh.
There's
Like some
no
algorithm.
there's like no menu readout for it.
Oh,
There's like
Jesus.
I don't even remember how it works, but there's some in the newer games it gets crazy. So
So
if you
Sounds good.
yeah.
Start breeding like interspecies breeding Pokemons, or
Yeah.
just
That's illegal.
They still haven't passed that in the Supreme Court in
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't think you can like breed a horse and a lion.
right? Well, I
It's
mean,
impossible.
these guys have science in this
It's
world.
Pokedoma.
So I wouldn't rule out anything.
This is a world of science. He's right.
It is.
A lot of
They
science.
live in-
A lot of science going on here.
They do live in a
A
world
lot
of
of science and slavery.
It's a little dark if you think about it.
Yeah.
I never wanted. Not once have I ever looked at my cat and been like, "Man, I wish this cat could fuck another cat up." I wish this cat just fought another
I
cat.
wish this cat could talk and fight people.
But only
and
said its
defend me.
name.
Yeah. What's up with in this game? They don't say their name.
Well, it does in the beginning when you get
Yeah.
Pikachu.
The Pikachu
he
does.
goes, Pikachu. It's all 8-bit. Pikachu.
Dude, it's
Sounds like Pikachu had a stroke.
Pika Stephen Hawking.
John Kane as Pikachu. Pikachu.
oh my god.
There we go with the politics again.
Yeah, but he's the only one who says his name. The rest of them are all making like dog noises, and I'm like, that's not what you do.
They kind of make like the clicky whistle noises.
Yeah.
Like, that the Game
no,
Boy could make.
no. What
you
I'm
know?
saying is, when you talk to the Pokemon in the overworld, in the map world,
Yeah.
in the new ones they say their name, like they should in the anime.
Yeah,
but in
this-
this,
yeah.
in this they go like they're like arf, arf, and you're just like, that's not. No, you're a Doug Trio. You don't arf arf at me.
Yeah.
You're a being that lives under the ground.
Yeah, man.
all right. I know you're not a dog. You might be a prairie dog in this world, in this
Maybe.
science world.
Maybe. This world of science.
Why are you guys making faces at
I'm
me like that?
laughing because you're taking it so serious.
Yeah.
I'm very angry about this. I'm very
I know.
upset
I
about
can
it.
tell.
It's fantastic.
I played the emulator on it, and the Pikachu noise came up, and I was just like, I was like, oh, that's nice. They like made it sound like it would sound on a Game Boy.
Dude,
I
I
guess, with a
muted
Game Boy
mine.
speaker.
Yo, you want to hear something weird? I muted mine, okay, so I could listen to
And
some
your
music.
cat was just like, Pikachu.
No, you got Pikachu. Like he doesn't have the back. He can't use the back of his tongue. Pikachu. That's gonna be the loud. You got to edit that. It's gonna be so loud.
Oh fuck. So, anyways, but I muted mine, and I was listening to music, but then I noticed I heard some noises, and the only noise that I got was.
It's just like getting worse.
What were you playing on?
No, that's legitimate. I was playing it on my computer on
Yeah,
an
I know
emulator.
there, yeah.
And it was legitimately the only noise that I could hear.
shit.
It just came through. Everything it was set to mute.
Dude, that's some ghost Pokemon
I know.
shit.
I'm scared. I'm playing Pokemon Black. Did you guys hear
what
about
it is.
that?
That's what it
Did
is.
you guys
man.
read that creepypasta too? Because that was
That
scary.
creepypasta? Oh, yeah.
What?
There's a creepypasta about a game of Pokemon Black that someone found, and in it you play it, and it like you like discover a ghost child or something
Yeah,
like
there's like a
that.
ghost kid and like
I don't even remember the
Yeah,
full
yeah,
creepypasta.
yeah.
I'll have to find it and send it to you.
it's totally true.
It's
what-
very
all
true.
you need to know is it's 100% true.
Definitely not written by 4chan and definitely true.
Yes.
Is it like that version of what is it, Majora's Mask, where like the crazy
Yes.
backwards Link like haunts you because it
Yeah.
was that kid's game
Yep,
and he
it's
died?
exactly the same thing. Yeah,
It's
Mhm.
that.
I love 4chan for that stuff, man. They
Yeah.
keep the internet myths alive. I love it. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, it's so good.
And
No,
the
it's just
hentai.
like they're
Yeah.
doing heroes work.
You just said, well, that's good that we're saying this publicly. 4chan, you're doing heroes work.
I'm serious about it.
Going on record for it.
Not all of 4chan is doing heroes work. There are a couple message boards on there that
All
are
right,
not
that's-
doing.
You know what? You're right, Paul, because 4chan did help kill Boxy. So
Yep.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh man.
I think 4chan outweighs itself in the good more often than not.
True.
So yeah, let's talk about the world and the story.
The story? Are we doing story?
Yeah, Chris Niosi wrote in about how
We know him.
Yeah, we know Chris Niosi. He
Yep.
wrote in about how the anime. He really felt that Red and Blue were missing a little something that the anime editions when they brought in the characters and stuff like that from that, and sort of made like the world be a little bit more in line with the anime. He felt that it increased like the personality of the game, and that's been spread out throughout the rest of the games after that. And I agree with him. I think there's a little more personality in this one.
Yeah, well, I mean, in like red
Where?
and blue, like
What's that?
where?
Team Rocket, because they're Pokemon gangsters. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, one of them came up to me and said, "We're Team Rocket. We're Pokemon gangsters." And I did not believe that character development because nobody thinks of themselves
No.
as a gangster. No one self-identifies as a
I'm a
gangster.
dog gangster.
Yeah, no one
Well, I mean,
self-identifies
Michael-
that
Michael
way.
Vick.
All right,
Michael Vick.
they self-identify as an entrepreneur
right.
Yeah.
or an animal handler.
But maybe not if he's like on the low totem.
No,
Maybe-
Nucky Thompson isn't like I'm a fucking gangster. He's
No,
just like,
he's not.
Yeah,
But
he's,
he's
like
like
fucking mayor. Yeah.
He's up there. If you're
Yeah.
like, I don't know, some other guy from
Lucky
that show that I
Luciano.
don't watch.
yeah, yeah. I don't know if he would identify himself as a gangster.
I don't think
either.
Luciano
No.
would either.
No.
Yeah, he would upsell it.
Maybe Bugsy Malone would.
Yeah, maybe.
He's a gangster.
He's a gangster.
So, anyways, let's. You got some questions.
Let's
Hang
ask
on.
him. Okay.
Oh,
I want to hear more about this supposed air
Story.
quotes story.
I mean, there's not much.
Well, the story is your mother reverse abandons you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Says,
yeah.
Hey, get out of the
Very,
house.
dude,
You're
you have
11.
a very loving mother in this.
No,
game.
you do not, dude. She is taking cues from the television. Dude,
That's true.
dude,
That's true. I thought about that too.
She's watching TV and she says, "quote All boys leave home Sunday. It said so on TV."
I watched Stand By Me. Stephen King wrote that.
Yeah,
Dude,
that
I
was
love
kind
it.
of cool.
That was
kinda-
cool.
But I was like, okay, you're like Ash's mom is getting signals from the TV and interpreting
Like
them.
Dr. Oz is telling her to like let her son go.
Yeah, like she's watching Stand By Me and thinks that's like a news broadcast. She's like, well, kids are going out looking for dead bodies. Pokemon.
yeah.
You should go do that.
Oh, analogies, symbolism.
Right?
Yep.
Right?
I don't know how, but it is.
Because you poked at that body.
Oh, poke a man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shit, we just Rosetta Stone the fuck out of this
How
game.
you like that?
Even
all
though
right,
it-
guys. That's it.
I think we did it.
That's it.
We solved it.
poke a man.
Pokemon.
It all makes sense now.
You want to see a dead Pokemon?
Y'all want to see a dead Pokemon?
Oh man,
Right.
can I be
Dude.
Fat Jerry O'Connell when he was still cool?
Dude, Jerry O'Connell.
Hold on.
He gets mad tail.
Side note,
Yeah.
tangent. Would you live as Fat Jerry O'Connell if you knew you were going to grow up to be
Yes,
handsome Jerry O'Connell?
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
No.
Dude, Jerry O'Connell gets steady work, man.
He
Like,
gets steady.
that
that's
guy-
true. He was in Piranha 3D.
Dude, in the past 5 years, Jerry O'Connell has had 10 TV shows.
What?
No,
Is that true?
10 TV shows have had Jerry O'Connell.
Right,
Yeah, that's
but that's
right.
what I mean. Dude, like, network television is like Jerry O'Connell, after
All right,
Sliders,
no, you know-
we're done.
Right.
But
Yeah,
they just keep bringing him back, dude.
Sliders was good.
Yeah.
Sliders was the first two seasons.
Great.
of Sliders are
great.
real good.
But then after that,
Then they brought on Charlie
But
O'Connell.
I was
Yeah.
Sliders had the same problem
Yeah,
as
that's
Quantum
right.
Leap because I was like, they're never going to get out.
they're
of
never
there.
getting
Yeah.
home.
And I was so sad about that.
I think the end of the first season, he comes home though,
And then
and
goes
then-
back out, yeah.
and the gate is broken.
Yeah, it's the one little difference.
And he notices that the gate's fixed, and he's like, "We're not here." And then his mom comes out and is like, "I fixed the gate." And, you know, and he's like, "No, he was at home, maybe."
oh man,
sad,
I
man.
forgot about
Then he
that.
went to the land of My Secret Identity.
Yep.
And they went to Logan's Runtown. That was cool.
Mhm.
And then that other girl went on to Sports Night.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember they went to the
remember any
place
of this.
where they didn't have the atomic bomb, and they invented the atomic bomb
Oh,
to blow
yeah,
up a
dude.
meteor.
Yo,
Oh,
why are
really?
we doing
Yeah.
fucking video games, dude? Why don't we just do fucking Sliders Cast?
Slidercast?
Dude,
Sliders Cast.
I'd be all about that, man.
How
I
many
would have
seasons?
less questions on Sliders Cast than I
Ask
do
some
about
questions.
Pokemon.
Okay, well, that's the story. I mean, it's a very loose story. You're on the hero's journey
Yes.
to find all the Pokemon.
for reasons.
Yeah,
You're going
for
to be
science.
the best Pokemon trainer
For-
that there ever was.
Because your town is fucking
Reasons.
Pokemon crazy.
Your
Everybody
town-
in this world is fucking obsessed with cats and
Your
dogs.
town is one of the smallest towns,
right.
Yeah, it
and
is.
all it is 3 houses and a Pokemon lab.
Yeah, and a crazy
That's it.
doctor house. Yeah.
And a crazy doctor house, the Pokemon Science Lab.
Yeah. And they're just like, we just love Pokemon so much. Some Pokemon help us do chores. Sometimes they fight. Others run wild.
Yep.
Awesome.
We don't have food to eat because we don't have farms.
We decided not to eat animals. do people eat Pokemon?
Not in the show or the games. That's
In this
disturbing.
world,
I gotta
I
imagine.
don't think so.
No, I gotta
so
imagine there's a couple.
everybody's
tastes.
vegetarian in this thing?
If there's 650 some
If they're all
Pokemon,
vegetarian, nobody's eating that tall grass. What's up?
Yeah, right?
I know that's right. 'cause
Ain't
it's not
nobody
that shitty
farming
cut.
shit.
I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat tall grass.
Yo, are there cow Pokemon?
No, there's no cow
No, I think
Pokemon.
there's got to be a cow Pokemon.
I don't think.
At
Not
this
in,
point,
not in
What
the
about
development.
a pig Pokemon?
They wouldn't be able to sell
No
it in
pigs.
India if there's a cow
I don't
Pokemon.
think there's pigs.
Oh, there's a cow Pokemon.
What is it? What are you talking about? What is it?
Miltank.
That's not. We're not.
Okay, so
Miltank.
they-
Oh,
so they drink
gross.
milk.
Look at its mill teats.
All right, so they definitely drink milk. Do they
Abilities thick.
thick?
That's mean.
That's one of your abilities.
That's my ability, man.
Thick.
That's your only ability.
Paul uses thick.
That's
it's
my-
super effective.
Paul doesn't understand that thick, that steel is not an element. Paul uses thick.
Paul, next time you're having sex with your girlfriend, you should just say that.
Thick.
Paul uses thick.
It's super thick.
See how long
And
that
then
lasts.
she is like, it's super effective.
This is the worst podcast ever.
God.
Or the best.
Yeah, probably the best. All right, so
Paul
everybody
really
in this
regrets
world,
this conversation.
She doesn't listen to this.
No, she doesn't.
everybody in this world loves Pokemon, right? And you want to go because you want to be the best dog fighter in the world.
Yes, you want to be
Right.
the best legal, nationally sanctioned dog fighter.
Because you win money, right? Like you win money from fighting.
It's like a prestige. You're famous. You're
Yeah.
like the most.
There's a league. There's a
Okay.
league.
Right. It's
And you want to get to be like the gym master in your town? Is that
No, like the gym masters just train people in different towns.
Okay.
And then there's a league where the best go,
Okay.
and you become like the league champion.
Okay, you just win fame and money.
Yes. Look,
You're
these people
forever
don't even
alone.
grow food. I'm not going to ask what happens when you become Pokemon
No, but
master.
I want to know why, as like a, we'll say 12-year-old,
Right.
11.
why as an 11-year-old,
Everybody in the world is just like, go have fun out there.
like go do it and be the best. Why? Why can't I be fucking Professor Oaks, bro?
Yeah, right. That's scary as hell because
Right.
like you start walking into that tall grass, and Professor Oak's like, no, wait, don't go into tall grass because there's fucking wild animals out there.
There's literally monsters in it.
You need to have your
Actual-
own monster to
yeah,
fight them.
right.
And it's like, I don't want to go out there. Yeah, why not just hang out with fucking crazy doctor guy?
This
Yeah.
world is literally every child's nightmare.
Yeah.
There's monsters everywhere.
There were like in real life though. There were like 11-year-old children that went on boats with Magellan and
Yeah.
like sailed around the world.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
did that shit.
I mean, but their mom wasn't getting news from the
Well,
television.
their mom probably died of consumption.
yeah,
probably.
before they got back. Yeah.
I'm not saying 12-year-olds can't do great things,
Right.
but
No, I'm not saying you're saying that.
This is
I would never harm our 12-year-old demographic, which is all of us. All
Listen,
of them.
I remember the kids the 12-year-olds that invented stuff on Nickelodeon. Those kids were smart.
Yeah, they were.
yeah.
I look up to those kids.
Dude, I don't
Remember that
know,
kid that
man.
invented the underwater walkie-talkies?
Yeah.
Remember
yeah.
that kid?
Yeah, I
where's
remember
he
watching
now?
on Nick News.
Living off his underwater walkie-talkie
Did he
money.
become the best there ever was?
At underwater walkie-talkies? Yes.
I guess so.
Probably.
I don't know. I don't believe it for 1 second. Like, unless there's some weird time thing going on. Like,
Right.
dude, when I was like 17, I used to live 20 minutes outside of Philadelphia, and I was afraid to go to
Don't
fucking
go to Philly,
Philadelphia.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But these kids are just wandering from
Yeah,
town to
because
town.
Pokemon don't have guns that shoot you.
Oh, they're just monsters that fucking eat you and electrocute you and fight you.
But you don't die.
Yeah,
just
you faint.
This is like a utopian
"Oh, you
world
fainted."
where,
Right.
Yeah.
like, if we lived in a world like in Star Trek, like I'd just be like, go do whatever you want. No one's gonna shoot
Yeah.
your fucking whatever.
But-
go
Yeah.
beam over to fucking Europe today. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck. Just be home
But they
by
like
dinner.
faint, and you can't take them when they're fainted.
What do you mean?
Like, you can't fucking Pokemon.
No, you.
ball.
Oh yeah,
No.
which makes zero sense.
That makes
actually,
like, I gotta make it so weak. It's like, okay, well, if the logic is you gotta make it weak to capture it, the weakest would be it's fainted.
Fainted.
Like it
And
can't,
that's the
it
weakest.
can't continue brain activity.
and you can put them to sleep, and you can paralyze them.
But
And that makes it easier for you to catch
once
them.
they're fainted,
but
man.
fainted, no, that's bad.
It's off
juju.
limits, man.
Yeah.
And dude, you like, so I would beat
I think
somebody.
it's a hunter. I think it's a hunter's pride type thing.
Yeah, it might be.
You're like, you're like not gonna find a dude.
fucking
You're not,
standards.
You're not
Just
gonna
let
go
me
out.
get a
You're not gonna go
standards.
out hunting and find a dead buck on the side of the road and be like, good enough, and throw it on the front and then just drive home. You know what I mean?
Everyone does that.
Yeah, like everybody does.
Everybody does.
There's
that.
there is this code where like I tried to steal like somebody else's Pokemon. And
Oh
like,
yeah,
don't
the
be a
hand pops
fucking
up.
thief.
Yeah, dude.
The hand
Don't
pops up,
do
right?
it. Yeah. It's like
Does the hand pop up in this one? I
yeah,
didn't
it like
try
smacks it away.
Yeah,
I-
it's so funny, dude.
smacks it away.
It's like disembodied Dr. Seuss hand comes out and it's like,
Get out of here!
yeah.
I'll intervene for this, but nothing else.
So I can literally murder your thing,
Yeah, don't steal it.
but don't steal it.
No.
Don't be stealing
All
it.
right, good.
Don't do anything when
You
it's
know what
passed
made this
out.
better is if you could actually wager on whether or not you'd win,
Yeah,
rather
right.
than just taking every kid's
What are you,
lunch
the
money.
Pete Rose of Pokemon?
Just take a
but if
dive
I'm
every
already
time,
taking his
man.
money,
Yeah.
why don't I say, all right, well, let's raise these stakes, bro?
Yeah, dude, that's the thing too. Like, you fight a dude, and he's like, "Wow, you really beat me. Here's $70."
Thanks for that
Okay.
whooping.
I can buy more Pokemon shit with the $70.
There's just like this really weird code of ethics that everybody, there's not a single person disobeys.
It's Japanese code of
Even the
ethics.
gangsters obey it though.
It's Japanese code of ethics.
And then, dude, that's what I understand. So, like, so you wander out, and there's just like, I walked into this field, and I was like, "What the fuck are these kids standing around for?"
Yeah, they're chilling.
They're just standing, just fucking.
Oh, you didn't
waiting.
know. You didn't know.
Oh,
what
you
was
I
didn't
did.
coming.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
And they don't even say anything until you're in their line of sight.
And then they
Yeah.
fucking
They're
run
like,
up to you. And they say the weirdest shit.
It's some weird ass vampire rules too, because it's like if you don't make eye contact with them,
It's like
you're
fucking
okay.
Village of the Damned, dude. Like, these kids are just hanging out in the field. Like, I was just like, why the fuck are they just standing? Like, I just stood there for like a minute.
Children of
Like,
the Corn
like,
style,
why?
yeah.
Like, wait. I'm like, what are they doing?
You were doing the same thing that they were doing. You were just like looking at your computer like, the fuck is going
I
on?
got caught him in the trap. But no, like in the town, everybody has like moving animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like in the field and in the fucking in the world, when
Why-
they
in
just
the
fucking
tall
sit there.
grass.
In the tall grass, they just sit
In the
there.
shit.
Yeah.
In the Pokemon
In the
shit.
shit.
In the shit. I see a
the
Charlie
sun.
Tron in the tall grass. Look out.
Charlie Tron.
Charlie Tron. I think it's a Charlita actually.
Charlie.
It's a Spanish. It's a
Charlie.
Spanish Pokemon.
It's the Victor Charlie pod.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Oh Jesus. Like,
Charlie
what-
Pod.
Is it the tall grass is just you stay out of the tall grass is like the thing? Is
Well,
that
if
like
you want to catch, you're gonna spend a lot of time in the tall
No,
grass.
no, yeah. I mean,
Because you gotta walk back and forth.
Yeah, that's
I mean, dude,
cool.
you know, you're gonna run around with a fucking
Making
Bag of
fucking crop
balls.
circles all day.
You gotta
Yeah,
grind.
fucking bag of balls. Just like, all right, let me walk up and down.
bring
Yeah,
a
walk
fucking
back up.
machete with you,
And
dude.
walk up. And walk down.
Yep. Walking along the edge so you can get out as soon as you want to.
Yep. Yeah.
Jump up and down, up and
You
down.
get the fastest
God.
way possible out because
Yeah.
you don't want to run into another fucking rat-a-tat.
Yeah, man.
Fuck that shit.
Dude, this game, grinding the game.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Nick-
seriously.
Nolan McKinley wrote in about how aneurysm-inducing the grinding is in this game. This game, we're in a Japanese RPG. You can usually go ahead and just like jump ahead. You could jump ahead and underlevel things,
Yeah.
but for the most part, this game, you get to a gym, you grind outside of it, you
Right.
beat the gym. You go to the next area. You pick
You
some
grind
Pokemon up
it,
along
yeah.
the way. You
Yep.
grind to the net.
Yeah.
It's just grind in the game.
Dude, I looked out. I got like this emulator running on the Ouya,
Uh-huh.
and then like one of the buttons you set is like turbo. So I just set that as like the affirmation button, and I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, yeah. I'm just running, click, five. Okay,
Yep.
good. You know, and
Nice.
just like power through.
We
it.
haven't told Nick about the rare candies yet.
Oh,
and
dude.
the code for rare candies.
Hold on.
What's the rare
That's actually not in this one.
rare candies is what?
William D. Conklin wrote in and said the 99 item glitch trick is now non-existent in the game, so infinite 99 rare candies can never happen. He wanted to know. I know it's cheating, but it's
Bullshit.
fun cheating, like Game Genie.
Right.
Yeah, I like
Which Nick
that.
will agree with, which I never felt entirely was cheating. I was curious if during your playthrough you felt as though the absence of the 99 item glitch trick hurt or helped the game. Thanks.
So what is
Okay, do you
all
wanna
this
explain
stuff?
I don't remember how to do it exactly.
remember the
I never
mechanics.
did it when I played it the
Neither did
first
I.
few times.
Pokemon Honor.
But there's a code.
There's a
Pokemon
code.
So
We
use
play
it.
by
Man,
it.
if someone brings out Electric type, man, you just give them a chance to switch it out when you break out your fighting type. I don't know. That's just
You just spoke Pokemon.
That was good.
That's
You're
just
doing
true.
it.
You just spoke them on.
I think.
Pokemon.
Okay, so what a rare candy is it's a candy that
Okay.
gives you a level.
You give it to yourself. You
Give
give
it to your Pokemon, whichever one you
man,
want.
you're not
and
supposed to feed
and it
Pokemon
raises
candy,
a
dude.
level.
Not after
Kill him,
midnight.
dude. Don't kill him, dude.
Feed a dog chocolate.
Dude, that's true, man. I'm not gonna fucking. I'm gonna level up. I'm gonna level up my fucking dog by
Pokemon-
feeding him a Snickers.
They can't look
Oh,
up.
he fainted.
They can't look up, bro.
Pokemon can't look
that's
up.
Why, that's why flying Pokemon are the best.
Pokemon can't look up, man. It's true.
What happened to Wolfie, honey? Oh, I fainted. I fed him like 2
fainted.
pounds of chocolate.
Sorry, man. Let me know when he wakes up. I got this Pokeball with his name on
Fucking
it.
foaming at the mouth.
I was trying to think of like a rare candy, like a fucking white Kit Kat or something.
Right. Black truffle candy or something like that.
Yeah, like those fucking boxes you get. Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
All right, so what does it do?
So it gives your Pokemon
An instant level.
a level, but
Okay.
it doesn't give them the same amount of stats as leveling them legitimately would
Okay.
do.
Okay.
So the glitch was like you would put the rare candy like in a certain slot in your
Yeah.
inventory, like the 3rd slot down or something,
Uh-huh.
and then you do I don't
Some
even
weird
fucking, you
shit.
do something and to reset your game and like
Okay.
you have 99 of them, so you
Gotcha.
can just take your fucking first Pokemon and just feed them
Just
the
level them
99
up all
rare
the way.
candies.
Okay, I
Yeah.
see.
and just
Interesting.
kill things.
And just
Okay.
beat the game.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sounds
it's
fun.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds cool.
Well,
Which-
yeah.
Why would you do that? I mean, it ruins the game for you. You
Yeah,
know?
that's-
like
yeah.
like it's not. I mean, I remember my brother did it after he beat the game and had all the Pokemons,
Right.
and he was getting like Missing No, which is like this glitch Pokemon that you
Right.
could get. When he was
Gotcha.
doing stuff like that, I remember him showing me that, and I was like, "What?" It was like. It was before Yellow came out. It was why we had Blue and Red, and I still remember him showing me.
You
that
have
stuff.
red. You know how I know you have red? We took a picture,
took a
of, red
picture of it.
with pizza.
We used that as scale.
Because we had this giant slice of pizza, and we were like, we need to show how big it is. Let's put Pokemon Red next to it.
Because that was the only thing that we had that we were like, yeah, that should do. We had $1 and a piece of Pokemon Red, a piece of Pokemon Red, a piece of pizza, and a Pokemon Red, and we put those up on the internet, and people were like, is this some sort of like weird like
think I
like
have it on my
like
phone.
bragging picture? Like, check it out, we got $1, a Pokemon Red, and a giant slice of pizza.
Nobody knew.
It was a great night.
It was good.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I had Pokemon Red, and that was the original one that we owned too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I beat the game, but I never got, I never went and got all the Pokemon. But he
Right.
got all the Pokemon because he was like, a couple years younger than me, had a lot more time, a lot
Right.
more free
Psychotic.
time. What's that?
What?
Also psychotic.
No, you have to be to play this game. You need to be crazy. Like, this is the type of game where, like, at some point you're like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I living my life this way?
Right.
And you hate
Yeah.
yourself, like when you haven't showered for like 3 days,
Yeah.
and you're leveling a Ponyta, and you're trying to get it to, what is the Ponyta evolution?
Fireta?
No, that's
my
not right at
God.
all. Pony, horsey ta.
No, it's
okay.
something. I thought it had a fire in the name.
Anyway, and you're
I'm
like,
finding it.
and you're like,
Whoa.
I don't want
Man.
to do this anymore.
Pokedexperts are going after
Yeah,
it here.
right.
I only got up to like 142 when I first played through it,
Jesus.
and you
Rapid-
can't get
Rapidash.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I feel like this-
that's a good name.
We were both
to-
very close to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
I feel like this game was like the start of like the antisocial thing that's going on. Like people are just like, like when you play video games, right? You're still like,
There was a book called Walden that I think was sort of the beginning of
no.
that.
This is like an epidemic that's going on right
yeah,
now.
right.
Right?
Nick is like an after-school special,
Dude.
No, guys,
It's a Pokedemic.
It's a
Warcraft,
Pokemon. Right, but like
Pokemon.
when you're playing like a video game and like you're in the living room, you're still like in the world.
Right,
But dude, with like Game
right.
Boy, like it's like in your face, like
Yeah, man.
you're just like fucking
it's like
zoned
your
in.
phone. It's like when you're
Yeah,
when you're
exactly,
and someone's
dude.
talking to you, and you're like, I am not listening.
Yeah.
to you.
Dude, I went to that Zelda Symphony thing,
Yeah.
right? And I saw so many people like just fucking like playing their Game Boy, and I was like, dude, you're like,
Oh.
you're in the shit with like-minded people, man.
Were they
Like,
playing it to the music? Was that their
no, they were playing whatever fucking thing you do on your Game Boy or 3DS now. Like,
Oh,
they were
man.
doing that.
They're
I
probably
was-
doing Animal Crossing.
probably.
I'd
like,
beat my kid if I took him to an orchestra and he played. I would be like, "You're not my child.
Wait, they were
Yeah.
playing
You're
it.
dead to me."
Well, you know what?
No,
I'll
that's
say,
kind of the thing, man.
Yeah, you play video games,
I'll,
you
I'll
listen to
defend
Zelda
that.
music.
no, but
I'll
Yeah.
defend
I
that.
don't mean like not while the thing is going on. I mean
I would
like,
do that while the thing was.
I
going
mean, in between things, they were just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna do this." It's like, oh, dude, you're like with people, like-minded people, man. Just be like,
were they also playing games?
I don't know.
They were
They were
probably
all
playing,
doing it.
They were probably existing in that digital world
Ugh.
together.
Yeah, I mean, you guys went to like MagFest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
they
guys go to
shouldn't do that.
PAX. Like that's like what you do.
No,
Yeah,
that's
you
not
play
what you
games
should
with each
do.
other.
I played
No, that's
Warcraft for a
that is
long
that.
time.
I'm not saying that's what you should do. I'm saying that is what that is
It's a thing.
what you do.
It's
Oh,
a
man, I'd rather socialize with people.
That they
Yeah.
are socializing.
no, that's
just
not
in a
socializing.
different way.
It's
It's
not socializing.
It's just a little different.
No, it's not the same
It's
thing.
their way of socializing. It's how they enjoy interacting with each other.
They're playing together.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna blow your spot up real
Go
quick.
ahead,
There
man.
we go.
How many times do you go out with your friends on a Friday night and you go stare at a screen next to each other in complete silence for an
That's
hour
for
and a half?
that's for an hour and a half. That's not. But then that's afterward. That spurs conversation afterwards. That's like
Yeah, but so does the
that's like
video
a thing
game.
we're doing. I'm
Yeah.
not going to fucking movie convention and like, you know,
Yeah, you are going to the movie convention and watching movies.
yeah, and then we talk about it afterwards. That's like the thing.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
But they might be
I-
doing that.
How do you know they're not playing the video game after?
dude,
talking about
I am a notorious people watcher, man. These
Right.
people weren't talking to each other. They're just playing their game. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, I would be like, oh, hey, man, that was great, man. Really good symphony part, right? Spur that awesome conversation right off the bat, right there.
And you wonder why
Ultimate-
people don't talk to each
Kid
other.
looks at Nick and he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
He goes back to play his fucking Game Boy. He's like, "Yeah, okay."
yeah, that's great. But no, dude, this is like the start of like people being like obsessed with shit.
I don't know if it's the start of
No,
that.
it is, man. This generation. I'm blaming it
I
on
don't
Pokemon.
think it
I'm blaming it on
started-
fucking Pokemon Game Boy.
People used to go to arcades and just spend all day there and not talk to. They just did that. That was a thing.
Yeah,
they
but
would
that's
play-
like that's still like a social thing. This is like
Well, it's
In your
social
fucking
in that
world,
it's
you know?
Well,
outside.
okay, here's where I'll agree with that. This is what really put handheld gaming on the map.
right.
Right.
And that was where people could... Because before, when you would play a game, you would play it on a TV, and you would all be looking at the same surface, and you would all
Yeah.
be handing the controller around. Now you all had your own controller and TV in front
Right.
of your face, and you
Yeah.
zone into that.
And
so I
before,
agree
and
with
before
that.
Pokemon, like Game Boy wasn't really all that good. Like
Right.
I feel like this game was like what.
I'm sorry, I
made-
had Super Mario Land, and that shit was fucking
Oh,
Yeah, that
great.
was a
the
great.
fuck outta here.
That
That
was
game
a
was dumb
it
as
was a good
shit.
game, but like no
Fucking-
game where you sat like I would sit in like silence and play fucking Pokemon for hours, and my
Yeah.
mom probably was like, "You're 14. Why don't you want to stick
get
your
laid."
penis in
Don't
there
you
or
want
something?"
this kid's trying to talk to you about a video game? Why aren't you talking
About
to him?
that symphony part that you
We could have been
deserve.
best friends for like 5 years before.
Didn't she like that symphony part? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever, kid.
I'll never get old.
No, it won't.
So
Oh my
does
God.
anybody actually use like Pikachu the whole time, or
Oh,
is
dude, I
Pikachu like
did.
one of like the worst things? 'Cause
I kept
Actually,
doing it.
you mentioned that like
No,
there's, like,
Raichu
a
is one. Of,
6.
Raichu is the evolved form of Pikachu.
I don't evolve the Pikachu because
These
that's
are mean?
Not how the show worked.
Well,
I have
you
like
get-
a
you
level
kept him-
99 Pikachu on my blue cartridge.
Actually, this Pikachu
That's
that
fine, it
the
doesn't-
Pikachu that you get in this game doesn't evolve.
Okay.
The one you get, but you can get another one that you
You
can
can get
evolve
more.
into
You
Radiant.
You get like a
Raichu.
team of Pikachus.
Yeah,
Oh,
you could have
yeah.
all 6 Pikachus. Yeah.
That's cool.
But then you would get destroyed by someone that had
That's
the right
like-
Pokemons for you.
Right.
Yeah. What's the
Grass, I
electric-
think.
Ground. You can't
Yeah,
kill
Yeah,
ground.
ground.
Because you're
Um,
grounded.
because you're
You're
grounded.
grounded.
That's why.
Boom.
He's right. That's
I
right.
noticed that Pokemon are really dumb in this game. Like they are forgetful of things.
Kinda
That's
like animals.
racist towards them. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it, dude. Pokemon are forgetful of shit.
Why?
They don't know the move that they just.
They know 4 moves. Like they can only remember 4 things, and one of those things is not eating.
I'm,
And he's like, I remembered how to bite, and suddenly I forgot how to bite because I learned how to tail whip. I don't know what to do anymore.
in the later games, you can feed them berries.
Yeah.
Okay,
hmm
okay. I guess that's
And
good.
what happens?
They
You get, like boosts. Right?
yeah, they get like the different boosts in
Yeah.
health sometimes, or different like
Well, then,
speed
no,
boosts
you,
and
you,
stuff.
like a rare
you do get
candy,
them
maybe.
potions. I mean, I guess that could be like a protein drink.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they don't call them protein drinks in Japan; they call them
Energy
potions.
drinks. Oh yeah,
Because Japan is a magical land
Yeah.
of wizards.
that's true. It's true. I had to reset my game because I made Pikachu forget Thunderbolt.
That's bad.
I was just like, yeah, evolve this shit. Oh no!
what have I done?
That's his only thing.
Yeah, you make him forget Growl because nobody fucking uses Growl.
Yeah. Oh, I.
Nobody uses any of that. If you're using like defensive, fuck that,
Dude,
You're not.
All like the things you do were just like figure it out.
Oh,
Like you have to like use it to figure it out.
Yeah.
Which is like there's like no help.
It's
Well,
like
unless
yeah.
another thing uses it against you.
and it tells you.
Yeah, then you're like, oh, okay, tail whip decreases your defense. Oh, okay, I'll remember that for my guy that has tail whip.
Yeah.
This was the last. I think this is one of the last games of that era of like mimetic, like transfer of knowledge. You know, like of people just like being like, hey, did you know about this secret in this game?
Yeah.
Hey, did you know that this is how you do this? Hey,
Yeah.
This was like one of the last games before like the internet became big,
Right.
And all that stuff because I was talking about this with my coworker, and we were like, I was like, like, do you remember like like figuring out in Mario 3
Right.
like the white block? Like
Yeah.
I heard that from the guy at the rental store because
Right.
someone probably came in and told him, and
Right.
like you actually had like viral spread of how things worked in games.
Yeah.
But now it's all online, and this was one of those last games that I remember, like people like figuring stuff out and like telling each, like my brother figuring out, like how the fuck did he find out about 99,
The rare
99
candy thing.
glitch
Yeah.
and stuff
He's
like that.
a Nintendo, like one kid in your neighborhood had
Nintendo Power.
Paul had Nintendo
Paul,
Power.
Yeah, you went over
And
to Paul's house.
everyone in southeastern fucking Pennsylvania learned about the 99 candies.
Paul was patient zero.
I was patient zero of those
Rare
things. Yep.
candies.
I was for that fucking Super Mario 3 shit.
Yeah, right?
I was like, I'm
That's
gonna
a bold claim.
I'm gonna tell the world.
I'm gonna stand on top of the mountain, and you go up in the dirt pile in your fucking development because they're building more houses.
And there's a bee's nest in it. And you get stung by a bunch of bees,
and then you have to go to the hospital because you're allergic to bees.
and then you tell more people in the hospital.
And then
Two
you find
kid-
a
two
leech
kids
on your
hurt.
penis.
Oh no!
and then you poke a man.
And then Will Wheaton tells you the story about the guy that ate too much pie.
Dude, that
Worst
was the
movie
best part of
ever.
that movie.
No, worst part of that movie is
Oh.
when Will Wheaton is in it.
Are
Oh,
you
man.
hating on Stand By Me?
No, I love that movie actually.
Okay, good.
I
I
don't
was
care that
really-
he's in it. It's a great movie.
It's like one of my favorite movies.
It's a great movie.
That's funny. Speaking of Will Wheaton, what did you name your rival?
Oh, I named him this a long time ago. Before I knew the name of the creator of Law and Order, but I named him Dick Wolf a long time ago.
Dick Wolf.
Like not knowing that was the name of it, but I've always named him Dick Wolf.
That's really funny.
So that's named mine.
That's
Hitler.
awesome.
That's
Hitler?
perfect.
Yeah, I was like, yeah,
Perfect foil.
Hitler's a bad guy.
He's definitely my rival.
That's true.
And who says in Pokemon World Hitler's not like John or
Sorry.
Mike?
Yeah, right?
Perfect antagonist.
Dude, what's their Holocaust, man?
Pokemon Holocaust.
Pokemon Holocaust.
Team
man.
Rocket, man.
Team Rocket,
Jesse
dude.
and James.
They're blasting off again.
Dude.
They're bringing it back. They're bringing back the new Pokemon Holocaust.
Well, they got a lot.
That's
of,
why they need. That's why they need to collect them all.
they need to collect all the fire Pokemon.
Oh my god!
What?
Or the
and
poison.
Holocaust means
or the
death
poison.
by fire. That's
Yeah,
what
and
it
then
means.
they want to make ghost Pokemon.
Wait,
They want to turn all Pokemon into ghost Pokemon.
that's smart actually.
Wow.
That's
That's
how,
because they're very strong.
how do you breed a
Wow.
ghost Pokemon? You kill a guy.
Yeah, you kill a guy.
Like
Yeah.
Lord Voldemort. I'm breeding ghost Pokemon.
Pokemon. New Pokemon. That's what it is, man.
You Pokemon,
with
that's
a
how you do it.
knife.
What about you, Luke?
I left
Rival.
it Gary. That's a miserable name.
Gary, okay.
Gary.
But I did name.
That's the
I did
cartoon.
name Pikachu Dickless. Because I mean,
Could be a girl.
where is it, bro?
Yeah,
Show it to me.
that's that tail, man. That's
Show
what
it to me. Show me what you're
Zigzag
working with.
tail.
And I was like, Dickless, attack! Dickless, back in the ball.
It's very effective.
That's enough, Dickless.
Dickless fainted. Oh. I just named my guy Dingus, or my rival guy.
Yeah,
Dingus.
Like, my,
You
that
should have been
Dingus.
Wingus.
Yeah,
Wingus
you're
and
right.
Dingus.
Wingus and Dingus.
Yeah.
I like that
Worse.
Professor
Oh,
Oak
it
is
should
like, I forget his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. His
What's
own,
your
his
name?
own nephew. Yeah.
His
He's
grandson,
got,
yeah.
he's got early Alzheimer's. He's
Yeah.
got
Dude,
onset Alzheimer's.
Where's Professor Oak's wife at, man?
She
Oh,
probably
she's
fucking
dead, dude.
Professor Oak's wife is Pokemon.
Yeah, man.
Dude, where is fucking Gary Oak's mom?
You're
and
gonna
dad?
find like you're gonna find like the whatever the hottest Pokemon is. I don't know if that exists.
Fuck it.
You just like pull back a thing and
Jinxie.
it's just like naked and it's like
I think I read that one.
Professor Oak's fucking Pokemon. What type of Pokemon is that? Fuck type.
fuck yacht.
Fucking fucking slave type.
Holy
Dude, where are all the people in this thing? There's just fucking little kids running
They're all
around.
over the place.
There's little kids running
Oh,
around.
that's just what the sprites look like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Okay.
kinda, some of them are like.
I mean,
bald
there's
men
that old
and-
man.
Yeah,
oh,
old man,
yeah. There's that
old
heavy
man.
dude, that big dude.
yeah, the hiker.
The guy looks like what's that guy from?
Oh, dude.
Dude from the hiker. What's he from? Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh, Zordon?
No, the
Oh,
the
Bulk and Skull?
Bulk and Skull. Yeah, he looks like
Bulk.
Bulk. Yeah.
Wait, what?
The
He does look
hiker
like
guy.
Bulk.
I don't remember that.
He's like got like this big, like his sprite is like this big dude.
Oh, I know that, but I
He's
don't
got
remember
like the
the guy.
Japanese like.
Bulk
Yeah.
and Skull were like the Columbine guys on
Hey,
Mighty
really?
Morphin Power
That is the
Rangers.
best explanation of Bulk and Skull I have ever
Dude, they
heard.
were.
That's
yeah, they didn't fight the
accurate.
Power Rangers. They fought the high school Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
like
see.
the real
Dude,
yeah.
Bulk and Skull, like, they're like, all right, this town is going to go up at any minute. Fuck it, man. We're going to make our own Columbine at Angel Grove or whatever.
God.
Dude, they were like
Fucking-
heroes at the end of that show. They like turned good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
They like
that.
reverse
They were helping
Columbine.
Dude, way to go. They saved the town.
They Columbine atoned.
yeah, they atonement Columbine. That's a
Dude,
great
that was
movie.
good.
Josh Robertson wrote in, and I just had to say this because we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about names. He named his Pikachu Cool Lemon, which I thought was a really good name.
That's
That's a
nice
cool
because
name,
he's
yeah.
yellow and black and cool.
And rosy cheeked.
And Rosy Cheeks. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, what did you think? Like, how are you feeling about it?
It's all right. I don't see what all the hype is.
Really?
Like, I understand, like, the,
Right.
I need to collect all these, and they're cute, and I love them, and but I'm like, I missed this, and I'm
Yeah.
glad that I missed it.
They've gotten better in the newer ones because
They look better.
they look better. The menus are a lot better. The menus are so shitty in this one.
Yeah,
I
they
forgot
were
how
bad.
bad it was. Oh, they're so simple and just like not intuitive. The new ones, it's awesome. You give like a backpack, and like
Okay.
you have all these things on it. Or like in the newest one, I think you have like a pad, like a
Okay.
touch pad that you use and
That's
stuff.
cool.
And it's awesome though because it's like there's something comforting about it because you're on like this little adventure and you have your like the cool part was in like I think it was one for the regular DS. What one was that?
You got your backpack with you.
You have your like your little backpack. Oh, I'm gonna look it up.
Little black backpack.
Yeah, right.
It was
Stroke
in
nine, baby.
Train.
Diamond and Pearl,
Okay.
and you had like a little backpack, and everything's like it's so cool. It's like just this little OCD part of your brain is like appeased by it because like you have little segments, and it
like-
shows you.
I
It
do
shows
that
you
a
what
lot.
part it's in that
Oh,
you're
that's
going
cool.
through, what
That's
part you're rooting through, and you're on this little like Pokemon adventure,
Yeah.
and you're like exploring the world and finding Pokemans, and the graphics are better, so
Okay.
it's more like inviting, and
Right,
you go into
right,
it.
right.
The music's better.
Okay.
The music I thought was really
I didn't
Well,
like that your Pokedex didn't look like a Pokedex. It was just a screen that came
yeah
up.
Yeah.
They
Well, your Pokedex is your Game Boy. See,
Yeah.
that's like on your
I
Game
see.
Boy, it would just be the screen, but
Right.
in your 12-year-old, 14-year-old
Yeah.
imagination, like I'm holding my Pokedex.
yeah, and
I
in the
gotcha.
later games it is a
Right, but now
Game
it
Boy,
doesn't.
isn't it?
This was before we had. I'm holding up
Yeah,
my
yeah.
iPhone. Like
Yeah.
now, it's like, well, I don't. Who cares? Like
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
right here.
this is. I have it. I own
Yeah.
this.
I have a
Right.
thing that does more than look up Pokemon.
Right. This
Right.
can look up like
Anything.
historical figures, like real people
Yeah, right.
that existed.
Right.
And I don't need to keep them in balls, man. I can just recall them at will.
Dude, but the cool thing is, like, I think they did end up using a Game Boy
As the Pokedex.
as the Pokedex in the
Okay.
later ones. I can't remember.
I remember
exactly.
looking like a Game Boy. I mean,
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
cartoon
show.
it kind of does.
Yeah. What about you, Luke? What did you think of it?
I don't know, man. It's like I like JRPGs that have like a story for the most part because most JRPGs are like ludicrous and crazy.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is just like go do stuff. Why? Because it's
This is what you gotta
that's-
do.
Otherwise, there's no point in you playing this game.
yeah,
Yeah.
because fuck you, collect them.
Right.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that is not appealing to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Somebody tweeted
It's
us
just
and they were saying
Very slow.
Yeah.
And very boring.
Somebody tweeted us and they were saying that we should have picked the later. They were like, "Oh, why'd you pick that? We should pick the later one because the
Yeah.
story." And I was like, "I don't know, dude, because we did it because of reasons."
Well,
that's the only
That's
reason
the
we did it
only
is
reason we
because
did
we
it.
did
I think
it.
we were looking at Red and Blue, and we were like, well, we should
Yeah.
just start at the beginning
Yeah.
Right.
and just see where it started.
Yeah.
And we were going to go like pure retro.
I think 'cause
Right.
none of us had played Yellow before, right? Well,
I
mean,
played
none
I
of-
played Yellow.
Did you?
I
Oh,
never
okay.
played Yellow.
Okay.
I think that might have
Paul
been it,
makes the
actually.
decisions.
Yes. Not that I wanted to play Yellow. I don't care. I would have played any of them. There's something I don't know.
Except that
I know
haunted
that
one.
I know that except that one. Except that black one. I won't play that one.
That's haunted as hell. dude.
Oh, they came out with a black one now.
They did.
There's
It's-
black one and black two,
Yeah.
and they're not haunted.
Well, it's
Yeah.
Pokemon Black and White, and then black and
Black,
White
yeah.
too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, black
Now,
two, white
now it's
two.
coming X and Y.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe they'll
running
make
out
a
of
new
things.
games. The thing is, you can play any Pokemon, and you're essentially playing every Pokemon because the core game never really changes.
Does your shit transfer from
No.
game? Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
I
Really?
thought some of them could transfer.
I don't think
What?
so.
I thought the
That's
DS
why they
ones.
come out with a new game.
That might be true.
Ugh.
I think
Why would you people buy them?
No,
again?
I think there's certain
Gotta catch
ones
'em all.
that can transfer. Yeah, right.
That's
Well,
what
how would
is.
it know to transfer it?
I think it was like the newer ones can transfer it. I feel like there's a way to do it.
No, I know, but most of those save it to like the cartridge. I'm just
Yeah.
asking how they would know.
I think they
With
made
that
it so that
link.
they could speak
Yeah.
between cartridges. I'm not positive of this. I may be making this up. For some
I mean,
reason,
it
I
makes
felt like
sense on the 3DS for the new one because there's a memory card,
Right.
But there is no memory card for some of the
for,
older
like,
ones.
the DS one, the regular DS
There's
one.
not like a Pokemon Online Central thing where you have an account that you download your
No,
stuff
that's-
from.
There's been talk about an MMO
MMO.
for like ages.
People would stop going to work. It would be the end of Serenity when they go
Yeah.
to when they go to fucking Miranda.
Yeah.
People would just be dead. There'd be fucking child skeletons at desks.
That's great.
I don't know. I love this game, man. It's like it's like the little kid runaway fantasy. You guys never had like a I want to run away fantasy?
If this is what your runaway fantasy is, like,
Oh my god.
Yeah, my runaway fantasy was like, I got $100 for my birthday. I'm gonna go live in McDonald Playland.
yeah.
And I
My
can eat
runaway
chicken
fantasy
McNuggets all the time.
involves Kristen Stewart from The Runaways.
Yeah.
That's a good
Mm-hmm.
one. From the Runaways the movie, not the,
Yeah.
not the
And,
Yeah.
and Dakota.
Oh, because it wouldn't be
Fanning.
actual Joan Jett. She's not that.
I love Joan
She's not
Jett.
worth it.
1980 Joan Jett?
1980 Joan
I
Jett.
wasn't
You
that.
kidding
I
me,
wasn't.
bro?
I didn't find her that attractive.
Get the fuck off
Yeah.
of this. This is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Sorry, guys.
more of a Lita Ford guy.
Go wander
Oh.
around.
Just kidding.
Why? Because you want to fit your whole body inside her?
Oh my. Paul uses thick.
Oh,
That's why. That's why.
It's moderately effective on Lita Ford's gaping vagina.
Oh my god.
Just make sure to close your eyes forever, Paul.
If a Paul
This is the best podcast.
This is the best. This is a good one.
It's so good.
No, I'm with you, man. It's the you're the most special person in the world fantasy.
You're chosen.
Right.
You're the chosen one, and it's the runaway. It's like the most perfect little like dream, job to have for the rest of your
Right.
life. Like you get to explore the world and
Nothing
like
bad
discover-
happens to you.
Yeah,
really.
you get to
Like,
discover Pokemon and like do all this like. It's basically like you're like like you know how every little girl wants to be a zoologist or a
Marine biologist.
biologist in elementary school. That's basically what it is. Like you just
Yeah.
you get to be that. So I think that's
Yeah,
why.
but
it's
what
like-
happens when you finish the game?
You did it.
You can beat the Elite Four.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you become champion,
Right.
and then
You can still go back and still get
There's super high level areas that you can go to where you can get even rarer Pokemon.
Like-
Oh,
The,
okay.
Safari
So the
Zone.
game continues.
yeah,
Right. Okay.
There's an end game, and then eventually the end game becomes leveling up your team to 99, and then battling against other people, and then it becomes like a
Player versus
Yeah,
player.
it becomes like a like rivalry where like, oh, he beat me with this team, I got to get this Pokemon up so that
Right.
I can counter that Pokemon.
But if everybody's using the same 6 all the time, what
They
the hell's
don't.
the fucking point?
I think you could like alter a team with like one Pokemon to try and take out the other one. It becomes like
like
who hits
Magic.
first. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like Magic cards.
Who
Like,
hits first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Magic gave you more variety though. There's like,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
There's chances.
there's like
too.
there's decks, but like you know, we could both play like a black deck, and there's like different ways to play it and
Right,
stuff.
right.
This just seems like, I mean, there's 15 types, I guess, but
There's a lot of variety, and
Yeah.
there is chance in this because your
It's
attacks can
number-based.
miss,
Yeah,
or
it's
yeah.
number-based.
Right.
So I mean, there's a lot of
Okay.
That's
there's a lot of depth. It's kind of a shame that we all didn't play it on like legit Game Boys, so that we could use like the wire thing
we
and
could
like
fight each other. That would have
fight
been
each
cool.
other. Yeah, that would have been awesome. But
Bust
I
out
tried
my
to
blue.
find my Game Boy and my copy of NBA All Stars with Ronnie Cycli, but and Star Trek: The Next Generation, the game,
Oh my god!
but I couldn't
Wow.
find it.
that's good.
How much is that game worth?
I don't know.
2 cents.
Yeah, how many pieces of toilet paper do you
That
have?
game is not good.
It was so bad.
It's terrible.
I never played that.
It's really. It's like unplayable. It's like, what is this? What am I looking at?
Well, let's make a verdict here, guys.
Okay. It's gonna be a split.
I know it is.
it's literally this half of the table versus that half of the table.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Probably.
we're continuing.
I'm gonna continue. Yeah.
I'm gonna continue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna game over.
Yeah, I have no interest. It's so boring. Why would
It's
I want
okay.
to do this for another 20 hours?
It's okay because while I would continue this game and it splits, I'm okay with going with the game over and ending it after this week. Because one, I don't know how much more. I mean, I think we could talk about this game again.
Right, but it's
Yeah.
I would only want to continue to force Luke into playing it. 'Cause I think that would make for a good show. It's just
Right.
Luke hating
The hate
fucking
cast.
Pokemon would please a part of my soul.
Right.
You should probably disclaimer that like just because we don't game over doesn't, or we game over doesn't mean it's a
Right.
bad game. It's
Of course
just
not.
Well,
speak for
people
yourself.
don't understand that, Paul.
Right.
We just need to
No,
clarify.
everyone's opinion is valid.
Right.
Well,
That's all right. What's true is that there are solid mechanics,
Right.
Yeah.
and the gameplay itself isn't bad. It's just like that's all it is over and over and over again, with no real thing keeping me invested in doing that over and over
Yeah,
again.
nobody
Like if
says
I play
to you-
something like Persona's very
Yeah.
much the same, like grindy
Yep.
and doing all that stuff. But there's like cool story stuff happening, and it's
Yeah.
crazy. This is just like, all right, man, go walk around a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah. Nobody says like you have to get all the badges to beat this guy because of
right.
something. It's just like, well, this is what all kids do. Like, like I guess just like Brock and Misty are just like, well, I mean, every 11-year-old's got to come here and kick my ass. This is my fucking lot in
What
life
a sad.
forever.
I never viewed their life that way. But that's sad.
What every
It's
11-year-old
so sad.
with Pokemon from ranges of like 7 to 14 level come
Yeah.
here and just
Yeah.
ruin me.
And just destroy me. Yeah.
The thing that I am best at life, what I make my living doing every day, teaching people how to play, an 11-year-old
Gets-
comes and
I
beats
get
me.
is getting my
fucked up.
ass kicked.
I don't deserve to be here.
Right.
No.
I'm a fake,
I'm a
a failure.
fraud.
I'm a fraud.
Yeah. Dude, it's
so
awful.
weird.
It's so weird.
Also, dude, Professor Oak, he just like scoops up that Pikachu. Like
Oh,
he just
he's
like sees
mad.
it. He's like, "Hey, it's a Pikachu!" And he throws the ball at it.
Right.
Like in my head, I was like, "Oh, okay." It's like you catch Pokemon, you throw balls at him. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
That's and then you do that, and it's like he's not tired enough or
Yeah,
whatever.
you
It's like,
gotta
oh
fight
well,
him
fucking Professor Oak, fucking
Well, he's
Pokemon
professional.
special.
Oh, it gets like later on, like if it's like if it's Mewtwo and you don't have the Master Ball, which is you can throw it any time and it catches it.
Oh, really?
You only get one.
You only get one. So you
Oh,
save it for your
interesting.
Mewtwo. And
Okay.
but if you're trying to catch Mewtwo with a regular like a regular Pokeball,
You get better
Yeah,
balls
having
too.
it.
There's like, well, I don't know if they do that in this.
Yeah,
do they
they
have
do.
better balls
Yeah,
in
I
this
think
one?
so.
Do they have better balls?
They got better balls.
You get better like.
That almost made me vomit. Like legitimate vomit. This is disgusting. Ladies, I'm single.
And love Pokemon.
I'm really upselling myself.
Ladies, I'm single and I know what Ponyta evolves into. It's Rapidash.
So, you know.
But you get better like level balls that
Okay.
you. That's never gonna be easy to say. You get these and they make it easier to catch the lower level ones, like the
Okay.
simpler Pokemon. The simpler Pokemon.
Like, I'm like crying.
Yeah, what's like the dumbest Pokemon? Like, is there one that's just like that?
Oh,
coughing and wheezing seem.
Oh
really
no, there's
dumb.
definitely Psyduck is the dumbest
Psyduck.
Pokemon.
Oh,
He's
okay,
like
gotcha,
the
gotcha.
special ed. Yes.
Wasn't he like? Doesn't he like evolve into some crazy thing or something? Right?
Gold Duck.
Yeah, which is pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's Magikarp, who can't attack.
Doesn't do shit.
He doesn't get an attack
until 20.
Until like 20, when he becomes one of the most powerful Pokemon.
Yeah, like
Okay.
the one that you're gonna use. Like
It's a
till
funny
the
joke.
end.
It's actually a really funny
That
joke
is
because,
funny.
like, if you you would have to get the word spread around, or we buy the Prima guide. You would see this Pokemon and you would try and level it, and you'd be like, "This Pokemon's stupid," and it would level after level, and it gets like no stats,
Right.
And you'd be like, "I'm never going to use that." And then you see this other Pokemon, and you're like, "How the fuck do you get that guy?"
Yeah.
And then
Man,
it turns out
Magikarp.
he's like, it's like the the dove,
That's cool.
from the swan from the what is it?
Ugly
Cinderella.
Ugly
Just
duckling.
use Cinderella.
It's the Cinderella,
It's the glass shoe.
the dove.
The Dapper Dandy.
Oh man.
But yeah, so like, dude, real quick, you guys probably don't do this, but do you do any special button presses when you throw your Pokeballs?
Oh my god.
Up and A is mine.
I used to tap when like I was on a Game Boy. I used to tap B while I attacked. Like I would like have this pattern
To try- yeah.
because in my head I was making the
crit.
crits happen.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah, I was convinced that if you threw it and you held up and A at a certain time
It would catch it.
at the ball's flight in midair, that it
It's
would
like super.
it would
Like you
catch
do
it.
like Super Sisters shit.
Yeah.
Super Sister shit.
You nailed that
I
word, dude.
fucking
That was
dude.
great.
I also speak good.
Single ladies.
Oh my god.
Oh, the single ladies. So let's wrap it up. We'll move on to a new game. Now, what we're gonna do normally, sometimes we'll have a new game decided, but this week we're gonna put a poll up because we have a couple games that we thought about. We'd like to throw out a poll, so we're gonna do an audience poll. So if you're listening to this, look for the audience poll on Facebook and Twitter.
On
You-
what? The Monday after this goes up?
Yeah,
The
I
next
guess
day?
the day after this goes up, we'll
Okay.
put up the poll. and then we'll probably
So tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or
No, you know what? We'll put the poll up the same day as the podcast.
Okay.
Because then that way it gives us like a little bit of.
That's
Because we'll
good.
probably pick it up by
Today.
like the Wednesday or something, so
Okay.
that we have like a little bit of time.
it'll
to
be
play.
on Facebook.
It'll be on Facebook
Correct? Right?
and Twitter
Facebook.com/continue show.
and
Yes.
Twitter.com/continue
/continue show.
That's the
show.
name of it.
And you'll be able to see it on there and vote and let us know what you
Mhm.
think. And we'll decide. I think you're gonna like the couple games that we have lined up for it.
Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, and Pokemon Green.
Black 2.
Black
and,
too.
and Pokemon Luke walked off a bridge.
Let's do some 5-star reviews.
Oh,
real quick.
Suicido, go!
Suicide.
Dude, yo, is there a job like naming Pokemon? Because
Probably.
Application.
Someone wrote in about that shit. They wrote in and said that's the easiest job ever because they just say their names.
yeah, exactly.
The noise
But their
they make is
names
their name.
aren't. They're like. I mean. fuck.
Oh, it was Boston Sean Dupree that wrote in about that.
That's
Boston.
He was like,
Sean.
you walk up. He doesn't. He actually doesn't write in as Boston Sean Dupree. I just been adding that
Oh,
now.
that's
funny.
funny.
He did write the first time as Boston Sean Dupree,
Yeah,
but
that's
now
funny.
Which is redundant
yeah,
to be Boston Sean.
Boston Sean, right?
Dupree.
And dude, how like I'm sorry, I'm just like fucking thinking about this fucking Pokemon world.
No,
where, like,
yeah, how do they
someone
name
discovers a new Pokemon, and they're like, oh, I can name it whatever I want. I'm gonna name you
That's-
Pony Top. I'm gonna name him Pony Top.
Well, that's what they did with the elements. Einsteinium,
Steel?
American
You're naming it
Steel.
after you. Like fucking Johnny Ponyta is not naming a new horse Pokemon.
It
after
could be.
himself. that just happens to be their most the biggest physical feature.
People were named Miller because they were Millers, and Taylors because they were Taylors. Maybe Johnny Ponytail was named Johnny Ponytail because he found the ponytail.
yeah,
Or because he found Christ.
yeah, maybe.
One of those things
Dude,
is
some of
more
the-
real.
And some of the naming mechanisms does not make sense. Like Goldeen, obviously because it's fucking goldfish.
Goldfish,
right.
But in this world, there's no goldfish. So where the fuck did that name come from?
I mean,
He has golden scales.
Gee.
What about Geodude?
Yeah, right. Like,
Yeah, they were running
oh
out of
man,
names.
dude, I ran this new Pokemon. He like had like arms. He was like this, like he was like a geode, but he was like a man guy.
Man
He's like
dude.
he's a man rock dude. Geodude. Hey, Geodude. He's Geodude.
Johnny Geodude.
Johnny Geodude named him.
No, but you just hear
Oh, it's
them go,
Giotti.
Pikachu, and then Boston Sean Dupree is like, oh, that's a fucking Pikachu.
Right, they
Oh,
just
okay.
called it that, right?
Oh, you made that noise. That's your name now.
That's a good way to look at it. Like,
Yeah.
reverse, like, okay, that makes sense.
they just made that noise.
I don't know
Yeah.
how a fish talks, though. I mean,
Certainly
You-
doesn't say Goldie.
Underwater walkie-talkies. You put it up
Yeah,
to
you
its
would
mouth.
know. That's how you would know.
Gotta have that kid, man.
Yeah,
That kid
I
needed
mean,
to
at least
invent that.
Squirtle makes sense. Because
He's
there's a turtle that squirts.
Oh yeah, that makes
I
sense.
saw that video.
Future in porn, man. So 5-star reviews. Buyer of Dwarfs wrote, Elizabeth twerking hardcore.
No,
I'd watch
nice.
it.
I pay
There you
video.
go.
I pay video for that.
I'd pay video.
for that
I would pay in video. Float On wrote, best video game podcast, in parentheses, seriously.
Oh,
That's
that's nice.
Too nice.
Yeah.
You're a
He
liar.
means it.
Thanks,
Uh,
Uncle Tom.
Well, you're not going to be saying that because my only complaint is that the show is not named Luke Tenue.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Dude, continue. More amazing you.
Amazing.
More like amazing you. I heart you guys, especially Larry/Luke. So much Luke
Cousin
love.
Larry.
Man, Cousin Larry. Guys are loving on Luke.
Yeah, man. That's not
Um,
the love.
read below. Read comment below. Bellow, Paul, it says. This pod is hot, brah. By the way, Josh is my brother. We go way back. I think he might be my dad. He will be getting some letters from my people
Whoa.
soon. You should listen one. Blaze Boy. Blaze Boy's been around for a hot minute,
Dude,
dude.
yeah.
Remember that time we took Blaze Boy to see Pokemon in the theater?
I am
He's
your
your
dad.
brother.
He's my
He's your
dad.
father. He's your brother.
He's my uncle's brother's son.
Oh my god. Clarification: the Hatfields and McCoys are from West Virginia and
Are they?
Kentucky.
You should have
Yeah.
figured.
Yeah,
And Kentucky.
I should remember.
Oh, the border.
I just
all
wanted
on
to
the
fact
border.
check that before someone
No, I'm
writes
glad
in.
you did. I was.
You know.
It was in there.
A lot of
Well, it's
misinformation
just
going
like that
around.
Dave Matthews song all along the Watchtower.
Here we go.
Baiting them up.
Send your hate mail to continue P.O. Box.
Bay 3 Priority wrote, true fact. You guys are great.
You're great.
That's nice.
Aw, thanks, man. Weed Boner 5000.
The best kind of boner.
Hey, hi. He said we should review Secret of Mana, which I think is a game.
That's
we
a
should
great
definitely throw
game.
on
We
there.
played that on a Twitch cast.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we did.
One
Yeah,
time.
we played real quick.
well.
Yeah.
It was we were drunk.
Question mark.
Wait, did we do that or we did
No,
Chrono Trigger?
You
We played
Secret
of
Oh
Mana.
yeah,
We played
yeah,
Secret
that's
of
right,
Mana,
that's
yeah.
right.
Michael Cantu 93 wrote the best group of people ever. He 93 too.
How could
by
you
the way.
possibly
Yeah.
know that?
Yeah,
Well,
right.
but he
there
wrote
are
the-
lots of groups of people.
He wrote the facts here.
Okay. Let me
This
hear.
is my favorite podcast for 4 reasons. Paul, undeniably the handsome face of the group.
Wow.
Even though there's no video, all I can see is Paul's face. Sweet graphics.
Okay.
Nick,
Sweet.
the smexiest voice there ever was.
Oh, that's nice.
Josh, better version of Adam Savage.
That's good.
All right.
That's a nice compliment.
Oh my
you
God.
fucking idiot.
No, the best. Wow. The best is going to be Luke's though. Luke.
Yeah.
Luke Continue Army for Life. Also, real life Ron Swanson.
Dude,
Whoa,
that
true
is
fact.
really, that's
True
really
fact.
good.
Probably pretty true.
Yeah,
Holy
dude.
shit.
So good job. You're correct.
Walnut Tree, best podcast crew ever.
Hey, thanks.
ContinueCast, most fun you can have with your clothes off.
Oh, it's true.
Green Ambler, if this podcast were a crying baby, I'd strongly consider not shaking it. Whoa.
Man, that guy's a good parent.
First person lens flare. Love me some Luke Tinu. Luke Brown
First
for
person
president.
lens flare. Yo, I love that kid.
so good.
Barna Bikes. Dim graphics.
Oh, that's nice.
ContinueCast is one of the most quality retro and sometimes not so retro video game podcasts out there.
That's nice of you to say.
Yeah. Millet Movies. Totally rad. When the headphones go in, I sit back, relax, and enjoy a glass of sweet tea.
In my head, it's Mitch at the end of Days of Confused.
Yeah.
He plugs it in and he just leans back.
Slow ride.
It's like, welcome to the ContinueCast. My name is Paul.
Yo, that's a new intro right there, man. That'd be good.
That would be sweet.
That'd be sweet.
That'd be
Dude,
sweet.
that's like their first podcast, right?
Yeah, I think
That was-
I said sweet.
Yeah, it's very early. It was very, very early. So TJ Nation wrote in and said, "This is one of the highlights of my month."
Jesus.
Oh, guys, we've been doing this podcast for over a year
Over
now.
a year,
Yeah.
yeah.
Happy
Crazy.
anniversary. I didn't get you anything. Let's keep doing them.
I got you 160 Pokemon.
I got you another year of work. Fuck you guys.
I got you.
See you in
We're
2
doing-
weeks.
What is this? Is this episode 29 or 30?
This is episode 30, I think. I think it
So-
is.
Jeez. No, I know that's over here. I'm just like,
Yeah, what would it be?
Pretty nuts.
it's crazy.
What would
Yeah.
the halfway point be between 52?
It was 6.
We started like
Yeah.
mid-July was like the first, or July
Yeah.
1st or 2nd or sometime
It
early
was
July.
hot. I remember it was hot and there was Ice Cream Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice Cream Man.
And there was that lost episode of Shadowrun Genesis, too.
Yeah.
So there were really 31 episodes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good times.
Mhm.
Literally lost though. Like you
It's
got
gone.
like,
Literally,
Literally.
completely. I
Yeah.
wish we could recover it and
Yeah,
be
I
like,
You should have seen our faces when we were like, we didn't record that. And we were like, well, let's go home.
No, we recorded the file. It was just like, I ain't playing.
no, we saved it to Dropbox.
Yeah, it's in the ether somewhere.
Yeah. It's
up.
yeah. The bits exist on the internet.
Somewhere.
Yep. Don't try to find it though.
It's gone.
Ain't happening.
Hacks for it. David Johnson, great noise for my brain box. I like that.
Frame box.
Photovoltaic effect.
Okay.
0 calories. Ultra hilarity.
Oh, that's nice.
Generous Moon Baron. The greatest podcast of all time. We'll leave off with Generous Moon Baron. Thanks again for writing in those 5-star reviews, guys. They help us get more exposure and have more people listen to the podcast, which helps us keep making the podcast. So tell your friends and
Symbiotic relationship.
symbiotic relationship. Be sure to pay attention for the poll when this goes up. It'll be on our Facebook and Twitter again at facebook.com/continue show and twitter.com/continue show, and we will be posting this. No, that's not what I wanted to say.
You started it, so you got
I started it.
saying
We will be
something.
posting this on the internet.
On the internet.
You can find it on the internet.
Oh, the internet.
No, but we'll be picking the new game from there, and you guys can send in your thoughts to continuepodcast@gmail.com,
Yep.
where we will read them and potentially read them in the
On
show.
the show, yeah.
So
And if-
thanks for listening to another episode, guys.
Thank you.
See you in 2 weeks.
Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of ContinueCast. My name is Nick.
I'm Paul.
I'm Josh.
I'm Luke.
And today we got a great topic where we're talking about.
Whoa, all right. Are we selling? Are we doing a little bit of an auction here?
I'm just trying to speed it along, trying to make this
Need a
quick,
license
man.
for that.
Just got done that.
Machines over
Dude,
here.
just got done that hour and a half podcast. I'm trying to speed this bitch up.
Did we just buy a couch?
Yep, sold. Done. Today we're talking about, in honor of naming your rival and renaming your rival, whatever you want, If you could rename someone's name to whatever you wanted, who would it be and what would you name them?
Someone being a real person,
You're a real person.
and do they have to be someone that we know personally?
No.
So it could be someone that we just hate, that we have imagine our rivalry with.
Yes.
Right.
And you rename it and like just you know the renaming.
They don't
It's
know.
not public. It doesn't just change on their birth certificate magically.
Yeah, it changes, but everybody would just assume that
That was their name.
that was their name forever.
Okay.
All
So the
right.
name has to be extremely shameful.
Right.
All right.
Luke. Go.
Quick rule check:
Okay.
Okay.
living or dead.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Cool.
So like in history, it would just be like
Know what I'm doing then?
fucking McFartyson invaded Poland.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's actually in the history books, so you just
I
changed
just
it.
said it. I just fucking said it.
Interesting.
It happened.
I was thinking that it still had to be someone we wanted like a rivalry with.
Mm.
I mean, you could have a rivalry with them. I mean, if they're dead, you won. You know? I mean,
Best thing I've ever.
if you want to think about a rivalry like that, man.
That's on point.
Well, I'm just picking rivalries with a bunch of dead people and being like, "Look at I won, man!
Yeah,
I made
dude.
it."
It's true,
If they're
man.
dead, you won. That's so good.
Hemingway, rivalry, bitch.
Why would you hate him?
Just because I can beat him. No one beat Hemingway,
You're the
man.
bad guy in that situation. You're the rival. Hemingway would name you something bad.
No,
Probably.
I beat him. Doesn't matter. I won.
Jesus.
Damn, man.
Okay.
I won.
He'd probably
Damn.
kill himself because you're so mean to him. He swallowed that shotgun
What's
because
his nickname again?
Wow.
Hemingway?
Yeah, he had a good nickname.
Drunk.
It could be whatever you want, man. Fucking name him whatever you want.
Listen, Papa was his nickname. That's right.
That's a terrible nickname.
Papa was his most famous nickname. But listen to these other nicknames for Hemingway:
Okay.
Tiny, Bumby. No wonder he killed himself. Bumby, Oinbones,
People really hated that guy.
Wemmage, Wemmage, Hemmingstein. So someone would just throw
Like
some
Frank.
Jewishness into him. Yeah. Tatty,
Taddy.
and the Stoic.
Like Emma Stone.
Yeah, exactly like that. Champ, Him, Ernie, Hemi,
You can't have 12
Papa.
nicknames.
Hold on,
You
here's
can't have
the
12
best one.
nicknames.
Wax Puppy.
Someone's just fuck. Are you on Wikipedia? That's
Yeah,
not.
somebody's
That is
just fucking
someone's
that
just
up.
adding them.
Google.
Right.
No, that's Google that says that. Google knows fucking everything, dude.
They're just making that shit up.
Yo, tie into the show. He was born, or he died in Ketchum, Indiana.
Oh, man.
whoa.
Cool.
That's cool.
All right, who would you guys pick?
Oh man, Luke.
Is it still my turn?
Yeah, it's still your turn.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Papa is dead, so it's cool.
I would change my dad's name.
Oh
You
wow.
have a rivalry with your dad?
Well, my birth father.
I've never heard you talk
I would
about your dad.
change
So.
his name to like Steve Steverson, so that I wouldn't have the same name as him anymore.
Right.
Wow. Oh, that just said the saddest thing I've.
Whoa.
I just want to go back in time and hug child Luke
Man.
forever.
Oh, you hug this child,
Nah,
Luke.
because he doesn't have feelings. This Luke doesn't
Yeah,
have
he
feelings.
won't appreciate
He
it.
pushed me off.
Oh
Wow.
my God. I don't know
got
what to
real.
say. I think this is over.
Yeah,
I think we're
I
done.
I made a joke one. Now I feel bad about
Yeah, I
it.
think he just opened up to us.
Maybe.
No, I'm just tired of sharing that guy's name.
Man. Yo, this is the realest fucking podcast ever.
Yo, Pokemon made us mad real.
I was supposed to be Sam the Fourth,
Okay.
and that would have been terrible.
Oh, dude,
So I
why,
can-
man? Four's
Yeah,
fucking
you're not
lineage
a-
at
you're not
that
a
point.
Sam.
I'm not. But if I look, but I look
You
like
could
my
be a
dad.
Sam Weir in spirit.
Sam Weir from
Sam Weir grew up to be an awesome a kid. I know he did.
the guy from
Freaks
Freaks
and
and Geeks, the kid.
yeah.
And he's still kind of a Dorcas.
Wait, who's Sam Weir?
I'm not talking about the actor who plays Sam Weir. I'm talking about Sam
The
Weir.
real?
You know Sam Weir got to be cool as
Sam
shit.
Weir's on like Bones.
Yeah,
You're talking
well,
about
no,
Sam Levine?
No, Sam Weir's
No.
the kid, the actor who plays Sam Weir.
I don't know his name either.
That's who they're talking about. I'm talking about Sam Weir, the fictional character from Freaks and
Talking
Geeks.
about Linda Cardellini's brother on the show.
Right.
It's been
I would want to be Linda Cardellini more
Just change your name to.
because fuck.
Let me just argue this.
Oh yeah,
Sam
that
Weir.
dude. That dude grew up to be like a fucking CEO
No,
of some
no,
shit.
he was cool as shit. He had game because he
was
spit
cool.
some game on some girls while he was still like a nerdy.
He
geek.
bought that suit.
He bought that suit, which was just funny.
Yeah.
but
Nobody else has
he
seen
liked
this.
cool. He liked cool shit like you did.
Yeah, we had similar childhood,
Yeah,
except
so
I was an
anyways.
only child.
Yeah. Anyways,
I
didn't
don't
have
know,
a
man.
hot
Bill
sister.
was the best guy on that show.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, yeah.
Bill Murray's the funniest man alive. Quote from Bill.
No, Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
No, he said Bill Murray's the funniest man alive.
Steve Martin.
No, because
bro.
he's talking about Stripes. He's
Nope.
talking about Stripes, and he's like, that Bill Murray, he's a prankster, and he goes,
Oh,
and he goes,
okay.
Bill Murray is the funniest man alive.
Yeah, you might be right. He might,
Maybe.
I'm absolutely right.
Okay.
I know
he
I'm
might
right.
be right. I'm not gonna.
He does love Steve Martin, though. You're right.
because he watches The Jerk and he like. Is
Yeah. Sam Weir loves The Jerk.
Yes. Oh, okay.
He breaks up with that girl because she doesn't like The
Welcome
Jerk.
back to
This is a
Freaks and
tangent
Geeks cast.
This is
The
Tangent
fucking
Cast.
Feelings, Freaks, and Geeks podcast.
Don't
right.
step to me on Freaks and Geeks knowledge because I know my fucking Freaks
Damn,
and
dude.
Geeks.
well, my number one rival of all time, Will Wheaton.
Oh man,
What would
This is
I
coming.
name him?
Yeah,
I would just name him Will Wheaton because that's the worst name.
you could
can
call
have.
him Dill Wheaton,
That's,
Yeah, right.
No.
Dill Eaton,
I went.
Dill
I'm,
Beaton.
I'm the better man. His name is like saying cunt in like 1682. You didn't do it. It's
Dill
the worst.
Butt in.
I don't know. I saw Deadwood.
They said like cunny back then. No one uses that anymore.
Oh my
You could
god.
just like name your daughter.
No,
that.
Cunny.
because nobody knows what it is.
And
Yeah,
then,
you can name him-
and then in 15 years, when she's on this podcast,
My dad.
dad named me Coney
I'm gonna rename my dad.
because your daughter is Conan.
That's like the harshest boy named Sue thing ever.
She gets it from her mother.
What is best in life? Naming your daughter Connie.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
That's good.
Okay.
That's solid stuff.
All right.
I would rename Henry Ford.
Why do you hate Henry Ford?
No, he doesn't hate him. I see
No,
where this is
no.
going.
I rename him Henry Fart. Right? so fucking
really laugh at
fucking
that.
forever, right? This is my fart fiesta.
I knew where he was going with it. I knew what he
Fart
wanted to
F-150.
do. Fart F-150.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Which stands for Fart 150.
Yes, I was definitely gonna say that. The F
My
stands for fart.
Dude, fart tempo. Dude, the limitless
Fart-
possibilities.
That's brilliant.
What's the
fart,
focus?
fart focus.
Fart focus.
Fart
Yeah,
focus.
fart focus. What's their like?
Mustang.
No,
Fart Mustang.
their gas friendly car. Don't they have like a
The
green
Focus.
car?
The
Focus
Focus,
is that it?
Fiesta.
Fart Fiesta. Fart Fiesta.
Fart party. It's fart party, dude.
Dude, fart escape.
Fart
Escape. That's my
Damn.
car.
Dude, right?
This is the best idea of
Oh
all
my
time.
god. Dude, the fart assembly line.
Oh man! Now I
so
want to
good.
rename products.
Dude, then all the cops would be driving
Fart
Crown
Chargers?
Victorias.
Yeah,
Fart Crown Victorias and Fart Char. No, they're Dodge
Oh,
Chargers.
it's Fart Fusion.
Yeah,
Fart Fusion. There it is. Fart Fusion.
Dude, I want to live in that world.
I want to live in that world.
Yo, get on sliders.
Yo.
right?
Dude, there it
Holy
is.
shit.
Oh well. Now you're making me want to do something else. I was gonna give Hitler a Jewish name because I thought that would
like,
just be some
put
some
that little
just
jab
stick it-
on you.
just stick it to you. But that would
Yeah.
probably make things worse, actually.
Well, he was probably the most self-hating human being.
Yeah, so it wouldn't really change much.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
he probably would have been.
right.
He might have started earlier, which
Dude, he would have
Right.
started with Italians, man.
Yeah, maybe it would have been a different, like,
Yeah.
you know.
He'd have gone after Itals.
Yeah, dude.
Nah, he needed them.
Yeah.
He needed them. He needed to protect himself from Africa. They were coming up
They're coming up through Sicily.
Oh my
through
god.
the boot. So I think what I would change. I think I'd change William Penn's name.
Oh, okay. Here,
Oh, we're gonna fucking fuck with our state,
yeah.
man.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be great though. It's gonna be
So what would be a good?
anything's
last
better
name?
than Pennsylvania.
We call him William Cunny, Cunnyvania,
No, you can't
Pennsylvania,
name
which
him.
means
No!
Pennsylvania, Cunts Woods.
Cunts Woods. It's like just a forest of cunts.
He's just like on top of Philly, just like fucking looking down.
Ah,
on his
William
beautiful
Cunt looking
Cunland.
down on Cuntadelphia below.
That doesn't even rhyme with the naming thing.
High five. Thank you for listening to the ContinueCast. Our theme music is written and performed by Chris Connolly, aka DataCats. check out his Facebook page at facebook.com/datacats. The ContinueCast is produced by Paul Ritchie, Nick Murphy, Josh Henderson, and our special guest, Luke Brown. Email us at continuepodcast@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/continueshow, and follow us on Twitter at continueshow.
Hey everybody, this is Luke. My wife and I are game journalists, and we are currently working in the industry. And she, along with about 50 other members of the game journalism industry, some people from game development and the mental health profession, have started a new initiative called the Take This Project. And if it's alright with you, I'd like to share their mission statement. Mental health is a hard thing to talk about. Depression and anxiety can be overwhelming, but so easily dismissed as just feeling sad or needing to relax. It's far too easy to simply not talk about these problems. They sap your motivation and self-worth, making you feel like nobody cares about your suffering, and so we suffer alone, quietly. The Take This Project understands the complex reality of these problems, the immense relief on a day when you feel great, the sinking feeling when you sense the trap doors start to open underneath you, and the simple exhaustion of living when you're at your worst. It's dangerous to go alone. Take This is meant as a helping hand. We're here for empathy and for support. We share our stories and our time in the hope that anyone who is living with a mental health issue doesn't have to go through it by themselves. We've been there. We've had loved ones who have been there. And we want to help. We want to talk. We want to hear from you. We want you to live the life you deserve. Take This. The Take This project consists of around 50 members from within games journalism, games development, and the mental health profession and other industries, and is a new outreach program which you can reach on Facebook at facebook.com/takethisproject, and can be found on Twitter at takethisproject. So that's something that we're helping out with, and it would be great if you guys could check it out and continue to give us support, and we'll give you support.